judging by a glance anyway. You all are partaking in the fun that is a Fire Emblem D&D game! Yay! So, this, other than during combat, I will give you something akin to a tutorial while you're playing, because it will kind of suck otherwise. Is there any questions before we start?
Other than unless you don't want to spoil something, what is the context of our being
here?
In this specific area, the meeting of the Dusk Alliance and whatnot.
At the moment, this, technically speaking, is a joint venture between Catriona, her nobles, and a couple of commoners and other assorted nobles from the Dusk Alliance. She's given a kind of wide knowledge, a wide message to everyone in this general area that she may have a way for Laguz to be able to control their transformation or remove it entirely. Because, similar to the games, you'll find Laguz are treated a little bit differently. Not like they're terrible or anything, like in the actual racist path of Radiance. However, they do have a bit of controversy about them, because they can transform into animals, people were thinking, oh no, they can't control it, they'll probably attack people, let's keep them away from colonies, just for our safety and theirs. And then there's the ones that just don't care either way, because the Laguz, again, do control a good majority of the continent you all currently reside on. The Dusk Alliance and the Dawnguard both control the other parts. Giant citadels, cathedrals, cities, spanning outwards for hundreds of miles, absorbing villages after villages and the like. Anything that isn't touched by their glow, or dusk, I guess, is under the control of the Laguz, essentially. And Catriona has come here, given the message, because she herself, you assume anyway, is a Laguz, since, good old white dragon powers and whatnot. That white dragon. She's come here to give her people essentially a way out, a way to either remove their Laguz side and trap it, or to free them entirely and be what they are.
A cure. Okay, but us specifically.
Oh, you specifically? That's
that up to us?
That is more up to you. I will say that she would be hiring guards, so if you chose to be a guard, then that's up to you.
Yeah, I love being how Dresden arrived, because that fits perfectly in with our backstory.
Okay.
I'd probably try to get in on the sort of cater staff, seeing as how I probably wouldn't be able to handle a sword well enough to join the guard.
Okay. So, I will put it forward to you at the moment. You guys know this place is fortified, but given what you've seen of the typical Dawnguard troop that follow Catriona, a little bit of heads up first. The lady herself, if you've not actually seen the sheet, which I don't think you would have, is this lady over here. That herself is Catriona. She has essentially been the Queen, Magister, ruler, any other word that relates to dominating a bitch's ass, over Dawnguard for hundreds of years at the very least, as far as knowledge goes anyway. The two people behind her are, at the bottom, it's Argelia? I've got two different variants of her name, 1 second. Oh yeah, wow, there we go. The one at the bottom beneath her is Argel, or Argel, it's whatever way you want to say it. And the one above that is Alabaster, or Alabaster, as his name is actually said. But due to, Elven and Dwarven and whatnot, he goes between either. They are her left and right hands. Similar to Game of Thrones, they very much are powerful in their own right. They, without saying the obvious, are not people you want to tangle with. They will kill you instantly. But since she's not hanging with her entire elite guard, people dressed up in full plate, helmet and all, with a blue tassel on the helmet. You guys judge that this is strange because the guard are all around you. While they are from Dawnguard, they are Dawnguard troops. This is a very short amount of troops for someone so special in such a location that borders the Dusk Alliance. So, at the very least, you are all wary of some kind of action against her, be it your own or be it someone else. Anyway, regardless, welcome to the border village. As you all get here, you are all allowed to find a seat before any other preparations are made. There has been notifications that there will be food, there will be time for fine wining each other in the light for nobles and commoners alike to interact. As you look around amongst yourselves and you'll just kind of casually find a seat as Catriona is about to give some kind of procession, you notice that though you're asked to pick a seat, the nobles have kind of a segregating thing going on with all of you. They have their own rows, and you kind of get the hint as to why. On the bottom side is the nobles of the Dusk Alliance, and on the top is those of Dawnguard. You can tell by the little pins that they wear on their chests. The Dawnguard one is a shield with what looks like wings in the middle, spanning out across the shield. And the Dusk Alliance is a shield as well, however it's got what look like talons embedded into the shield. So, as everybody finds their place, you can feel free to put yourselves wherever you want amongst the seats.
I mean, I'm already where I want to be, at the back, in the corner, out of light.
Okay.
Have sunlight sensitivity, technically she still doesn't like light.
Okay. Everybody else ready?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, I forgot to ask you. I'll just message it to you.
Mm-hmm. So, everybody good?
Yep.
So we're all from the Dusk Alliance?
I don't know, are you all? If you guys want, you can give a description of your character right now.
Yeah, sure.
Second.
Adel's your, Chance, sorry. Okay. Yes, character. Chance is your typical, looks relatively normal, 16-year-old kid. Hasn't quite hit his full height, and he stands a little bit shorter than everyone else. He's in some waiter garb, and he sort of wanders to the seat, one of the very few left open, and kind of sits down right before the whole thing starts.
Okay. Who fancies going next?
I can. For descriptions, Tristan looks exactly how she seems like she looks. Somewhat scruffy, long hair, pupils, semi-muscly. Dirt on her, usually ash or smoke or something like that. She's pretty tall. Walks around in loose clothing. Mostly non-restrictive stuff rather than loosened. It's a terrible description.
To be fair, it is a bare bones at the moment. Zoop, Chris, either of you want to go next?
Sal is what it looks like. Pretty tall, in his late 20s, early 30s maybe. He's looks like a half elf, but with a pretty dark skin tone. Looks pretty decent clothes and everything, but there's something maybe not. Maybe a little shifty about him.
And Chris.
Well, pretty much Christina's sitting a bit off from everyone else, just, because of the fact that people are hesitant of Lagoos, and, well, she has her dark skin and long ivory hair with the two horns and a long red tail. And pretty much she's just trying to avoid causing any incidents right now. Just keeping an eye on the, various pathways in or out to be safe.
A question I must ask of each of you. Out of you, who is here under the guise of staff, be it servers or guards?
Chances.
Probably be guard.
Okay. Well then, so you've all found your seats and you have a general idea of each other. Looking around, you can see the assorted guards just standing in the corners, their arms folded. Some of them do have a hand on their blade, but it's precaution. They're all kind of looking around, just keeping an eye on each of you. The guard at the back here, you see him and another just like standing close. They kind of mutter for a few seconds, and then one of them walks off. And this guard just takes a step forward, just watches Catriona. And so, as silence hits, everyone's looking forward expectantly. Catriona looks over each of you, one by one, looking you deep into the eyes. And then she says, "My subjects, and as well as those who are not, I ask of you, how long has it been since your neighbors, not me, not even those of the same borders, the Lagoos, my people, my shared people?" And then she looks over at you, Christina, specifically for a second, and then looks over at a few other people in the crowd. You have all seen at least one in your time. I'm happy to see at least a few have managed to find their way here. A chance peace, finally, between all three of us. I do believe this will be a momentous occasion. The Dusk Alliance has graced me with their presence. She lowers her head, but not by much, just a nod toward them. You see a couple of them just kind of, out of respect, nod back. I hope to bring you all today something that will hopefully break down such borders between us all once more. I hope to free the Lagoos of that which binds them and remove the persecution they face. However, I will require assistance from all parties available. While I will be capable of securing a peace between those of my borders and giving the Lagoos that which they require, should they wish to retain their power over transformation, remove it entirely, or become that which they feel in their blood. I only wish for a peace, finally. Now," and then she looks amongst the crowd again, "tell me, out of you, who of you would hide your true nature in this hallowed place? For I see amongst you the eyes of betrayers." And as she finishes saying that, each of you make a perception check.
Okay, then.
That's set to GM roll. Why is it set to GM roll?
Oh, it's auto set everything to GM. I'm assuming yours was the last one that got locked into it.
Yeah.
Either
There
way.
we go. I've changed the settings now.
Lovely.
Toggle.
Okay, so you, yourself, and Chance. As you two are kind of looking around, everyone's looking around at each other, kind of confused. You two see that all around you, some of the soldiers, you can see them slowly drawing their blades out. You can see the slight sheen of their blade. And Katriana continues and says, and here I thought this would have been quite a fine day of peace for once. Argelia, Alabaster, draw your blades. And as she says that, I'm gonna move your bitch asses to the battle map because we got a battle map, motherfuckers, and it's bigger than this one. Okay, there we go. Can everyone see the map?
Yep. Oh, that's
Yep.
big.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the true Fire Emblem style. Everything gets bigger.
It's large.
Okay, so there we go. I believe that's everyone in their appropriate places. So the majority of the people in the room, guard-wise, you see them pull their helmets off and throw it to the ground. And wait a second, there should have been a guard at the back here. There we go. This fellow at the back here, as everyone throws their helmets down. The only two that's currently in green, by the way, they are the only, you assume, allied guards. This fellow at the back here, as everyone throws their helmets down, he draws his blade, looks toward Katriana, points his sword and goes, "We remember what you did to the Alliance. Doesn't matter if we're Dawnguard, Lagoos, or even an Alliance member. You killed innocents of every age and era. You'll die here today, you foul monster." And then he points the blade and just stares at her for a moment. And you hear as a whole bunch of blades are drawn. Everybody draws weaponry. So everybody, let's before we go anywhere else, we should probably have a discussion. So with Fire Emblem, it's a very linear path. Typically you're just there like, okay, well, I've got minor freedom. At the end of the month, in 3 houses, you get to choose what stuff you want to do, get what, where, who, what, when. You also, at the start of the game, get to choose a different house to pick, and therefore different stories. Well, this will be one of those games where, depending on each of you, you will have a different story. Otherwise, it will maybe be a linear path. There will be diversions and whatnot, paralogs, that kind of shit, if you've actually played the game. For those of you who haven't, which I don't think is many of you. But to begin with, I will say now, if you're going to go against the Dawnguard, be careful who you fight. However, if you're going with the Dawnguard, be careful who you fight. but it's up to you. At the moment, the two options are the Dusk Alliance and the Dawnguard. But I'm doing air quotes here. Dusk Alliance, in other words, these soldiers. They don't have any brand on them that designates who they are. They just appear to be revolting swordsmen that want
Which soldiers were you pointing at?
the ones with this token.
Okay.
They appear to be just wanting to take her head, essentially.
And the ones in green are the Dusk Alliance, are they? Oh,
Essentially, yeah.
The name.
I thought the ones in green were the Dawnguard.
The ones with the green dots are Dawnguard.
Purple's Dusk, and then we're in the middle.
Essentially. So you get to pick and choose who you're going to fight for. You all must agree. Because this will be a very awkward game if you disagree and start killing each other.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we like fighting different sides for the first battle and then meet up afterward? Okay, so party vote. We got 4 people. Hopefully, it's not even.
I think I kind of know, but I'm leaning towards Dusk because, you know, Dark Elf.
Yeah, chance would 100% be with the Dusk Soldiers, because, yeah, dragon destroying villages and whatnot. Yeah, guess what?
Okay, so that's 2 for Dusk.
Oh, I don't know.
So think, what side would your character pick?
That's why I don't know yet.
I mean, if it helps, like, to be fair, there's an argument either way. This is very much going to be like
Yeah.
Fate's story, where no matter what side you pick, one of the sides is wrong in some way. So
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a right or wrong decision, just a
Yay, moral shades of grey again.
hey,
yay.
welcome to
Yeah,
Fire
I feel
Emblem.
like my character would probably fight with with Dawn, I think.
I noticed that
That's 2 and
only
2.
Dawnguard has pros and cons in their countries and origins bet.
That's because at the moment the Dusk Alliance has been rinsed by the Dawnguard.
Pretty much.
I will put pros and cons up there at some point though.
Alright, who's last to vote?
Me, and to be fair, it's like my only thought right now is to stop the chaos of just these asshats in general.
So
'Cause
you're technically
So-
neutral?
Yeah.
I'd put him towards Dawnguard then. Like, I'm assuming you're saying that these guys rebelling kind of are causing a scene, and you're wanting to.
Yeah, it's the I came here to hear what she had to say about this and how it works.
Yeah.
But this is in the way.
So 2 for Dawn, 2 for Dusk.
Apparently, yeah. Okay, well,
Alright. We can do a. How about a dice roll?
I'll say this. We can do dice rolls if everybody is up for it.
You just do 4 dice rolls.
Because I would rather not have to force player confrontation straight up.
Yeah.
And as it stands currently, I don't see any way that the two collide at the moment, because right now we're killing these guys.
Like, it's for the moment we're all in agreement of stopping the random jackasses, and then from there we can discuss and think.
No.
But right now we're all aligned against a common enemy.
Because my guy would 100% be caught up in the you killed a bunch of innocent people and time for you to die sort of feeling.
Oh.
Oh no.
You know, sulky backstory and all that.
Oh, this will be fun. Okay, well, regardless, we will play it by the moment, because there is more to come. However, for the time being, let me get all of my sheets ready and everybody roll initiative. Goddamn internet. Goddamn it. My internet went at such an awkward time. Why me? Why me? Okay, that actually wouldn't be a thing. Why now, internet? Why must you be a plebeian? No, I play as a vetting game. Oh, and
No,
there I
I have
am.
100%. Now I can hear it.
Now I can hear him as well.
Yeah, I kind of disappeared. Hi, my internet went shit.
There we go.
Uh,
Don't
is
hold
there
on.
a lot of Is there a lot of branded here from Dawnguard?
You don't know exactly. You know at least this fellow over here is a member of is a branded, because you can see one on the side of his neck. You can't see the entire thing though. Okay. Yeah, turn order, my dudes.
Oh, let's go.
We doing dice roll?
Yep, roll initiative, my dude.
Why am I still called C?
Well, we haven't picked a side yet, have we?
Doesn't matter. Figure it out as you play. We'll see how scary it gets, I suppose. Also, I think you're called C because I've not changed the name on the token. So let's do that. Save changes. There you go.
We don't know each other from before, right?
Nope.
That's up to you guys, to be honest. Could have met as star-crossed lovers one day, I don't know.
Yes, I know, because then it would be like, I have no idea who actually followed.
Okay. Because if that's the case, then yeah, just you guys run around and do as you please. Oh wow, she got shit initiative. Hey! Okay, and no bells. Okay, so these two tokens, rolling very poorly, la 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 la. Never mind. Okay, is everybody in the turn order?
I think
Yep.
so.
Four. Did you get a
No
1?
idea.
You got
Oh,
a
I
1 on it. Wow.
I got a 1.
First 1 in the game. That's initiative. That is,
At least it's initiative
That
and
is
not
good
like
luck.
a save.
yeah.
I rolled a 7 and I'm fourth from top. That's insane.
Dude,
And it's sad because I think most everyone either has a 0 or a -1 initiative.
It's Fire Emblem
zero.
standards.
Yeah.
Wait till those level up ticks happen, probably.
Oh yes.
Wait till I'm like level 10 in my second class. I'll have all of the initiatives.
So I rolled for 5 creatures and only got a 20 with 1. Everything else was less than 10. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. As shit kicks off, everyone pulls out weapons. The commoners are all either screaming or just looking around for it and protecting their young, that kind of thing. The nobles, some of them start drawing short weapons, this kind of thing, preparing themselves. And like, it looks like it's going to be an all-out fucking war at this rate.
Yay!
Yay, war! As things kick off, Catriona, looking down, sees the fellow armed, pointing at her with the blade. She closes her eyes and sighs gently. If only you hadn't spoke up, things could have been different. I understand your plight and I understand what happened. However, an attempt on my life was made, and so payment was due. I apologize for the lives that needn't be taken. However, I won't apologize for the ones we'll take today. And then she turns. Kill them. Anyone else who gets in the way of us, kill them too. However, leave commoners and nobles alike injured, but unconscious. I needn't that on my conscience today. And so, I have a sheet I'm trying to goddamn find. The fun of having like 70 different characters made up.
Because welcome to Fire Emblem, kiddies.
Yeah, boy! Okay, that's, I believe, everything. Yay, it shows. Cool. Okay. Right. And as the first one to start, our girl is just going to move forward. As she's moving forward, you see her slowly drawing a blade from her side, and it is a rapier. As she pulls this rapier out, the blade itself is like a needle point, and she walks forward. The guard stood in front of her, just staring at her, readied with a sword, and her face is expressionless. She's just walking forward, puts a hand up to her face and just yawns. Sorry that you stand in the way of her, lady. She strikes, and you see a whip of motion, and this guy with his sword drawn directly pointed toward her just freezes for a moment. And as her blade is drawn down to her side again, she sheathes it for a moment. And as she's sheathing it, you see the blood that's along the blade is being pushed into the sheath, and it is covered. And the guy just falls dead. You guys don't even see the slash or stab wound. He just falls to the ground. His sword clatters to the ground.
No, all I can imagine is the sound from sounds on Fire Emblem.
Well, no, worst part is I know, like, with like the Roll20 jukebox, even after they lost Sound Burst, you could actually pull up the Fire Emblem Mist sound on it.
I am going to get, when I've got the chance. Oh, actually, a minute.
I'm just listening to the one that was linked.
Let me have a look.
Okay, so
you should-
XP's gonna work.
If you want something else, I'll get something longer than a minute that you have to go back and hit play every minute for.
I typically just have Fodlan Wins on from Three Houses.
You can right-click YouTube and click loop.
Yeah, boy.
To be fair, I found something yesterday that's just like 4.5, almost 5 hours of music from Fire Emblem in general, but it's more relaxing stuff than...
I just saw that one right here.
Okay, so that is her turn. And now time for all the swordsmen in the world. Actually, Tristan, I'm pretty sure they may have better, but what's your dex?
10.
Yeah, I was gonna say should be plus
Oh,
0.
sorry.
You're on 0?
Yeah, she's a 0 mod. She rolled plus 0 initiative.
Ah, okay. Okay, so the swordsmen go first. And who out of you are drawing blades already?
Instantly, yeah. Especially since you saw them drawing them beforehand.
Okay.
Just raising fists in case someone comes at me.
Okay.
Because I don't know racist ass hats be racist ass hats in terms of the anti-dragon guys.
They probably see Chance fiddling around with his pants as he hurriedly tries to get his short sword out. And by hurriedly, I mean make.
I knew there was something I forgot.
What'd you forget?
My good old pikeman.
Oh.
My
Oh, there we go.
pikeman's- There we go. They go next. Oof, thank God for that. There we go. The Dawn pikeman. Okay, so
You forgot Gatekeeper.
they always forget the gatekeepers. Yeah. So the boys just all start moving forward to the nearest hostiles, or at least what they presume as hostiles. You notice that they don't seem to differentiate Dawnguard and Dusk Alliance, or at least in this aspect. For those of you interested, make an insight check.
1 second.
Ooh,
I know shit.
I'm very interested. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I need to know.
Okay. So they seem to be just attacking everybody here. It seems because you got a 20 and you're apparently Jesus. They are here to fuck up anyone that would agree with this plan. That includes their own people. So these guys don't really care for casualties, it seems.
Okay, so Chance is going to just let himself know, don't fuck with these guys.
Okay. So, as they all gather up around a hostile and get ready to attack, well, then they get up the sheet and start attacking some poor people. Okay.
Okay, so we are using regular attack stuff.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, my dude. Okay.
And wait for the first crit.
Okay, so there's no crits there, yay. From top down, this will be under GM layer from now on because surprise attacks and shit and whatnot. But from top down, to attack that poor commoner there, she of course does not have anything for AC. She takes a nice little stabby. That should have shown immediately, but okay. So the guy runs over and just gives her a cut across the back. She's screaming already. 21, 14. Okay, so the 21 is against you, my dear Christina. Which, given that everyone's got shit AC at the moment, you are going to get a little cutty cut.
Yeah.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Ouch.
It's a lot.
All my life.
Oh, my life,
yeah.
my HP!
Wait, how the hell
like-
do you have like 14 HP?
Lagoose.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Lagoose and good con.
14.
I
Damn.
guess so, yeah.
Jealous.
Seriously.
So
I have no HP.
this fellow over here with his couple of guards, he gets attacked as well and takes a good old 7 bit of damage. He's still fine, but all of his little guards are just, they've been cut. They are dead. And the guy himself is now on low HP as well. He's getting very much hurt. Panicking even. 3. And this poor lady over here gets a little cut too. Her little arm retinue is destroyed. This guy over here also going to get hit even with his half decent AC. Okay, Chance, you are getting the good old, I believe it's the 11 to hit.
That will hit.
So that will hit, unfortunately. You take 4 piercing damage. Okay. And you, my dear Trez, you are getting the natural 1 because...
Thank God.
So of course, tries to swing, you just draw the blade and reflect that mofo easy.
Pathetic!
Pathetic! Okay, and this poor lady over here is going to get attacked twice. And of course, because shit AC, both are going to hit. Oh, and she is going to die! Armed retinue is killed. They are just button rushing her and slicing through her men like they're cheese. And they both cut her down at once. Their blades coated in blood. They turn over and look to Argyle, who's just killed one of their men. With their blades readied, they just throw their arms up in the air and just like, Argh! This dude over here is going to attempt an attack on Katriana. Natural 1, how appropriate. Okay, as he runs over and tries to strike toward her, she just raises her staff and smacks the blade out of the way, looks him dead in the eye, and then just says, "You really should have fled." Okay. Tristan!
Yep, just go straight for this guy.
Okay.
Don't care. Swing! Steel sword. Oh, is the +1 on the item type to hit and damage or just damage? We got steel sword, which is +1. Is it +1 to hit?
Yeah, no, that's
+1
hit
to
and damage. It's hit and damage.
Okay. No, I did that wrong. Why has I done that? I type. My thing's broken. I type in 1d6 and it changes it to 1. There we go.
If anything, use the tab on the left side.
Speaking of
Ooh,
crits,
natty 20, baby.
I do terrible damage.
You do terrible damage. Okay.
2 nat 1s.
Yeah, man.
No, one nat
Or
one.
no, a 1 and a
1
2.
and 2.
A nat 20 and a
Nat
nat 1.
2.
Jeez. Okay, so as you sit up after deflecting this guy, just stare at him like, really? Give him a good strike uppercut. Okay, so here is one thing I will tell each of you as we play over this combat. When you hit, increase your weapon. Obviously, it's different for each weapon, but your weapon XP, for you it's the sword right now, by 5. And increase your character XP by 5. And once you've done that, I will subtract some damage. Just
There we go.
give him this little up slash. Okay. Is that your Dresden? Is that your turn?
I don't think. I'm pretty sure I have 0 bonus actions, so.
Essentially at the moment, I believe, yeah.
Offhand attacks a thing in Fire Emblem version.
I'll say for the sake of this, because at the moment I've not got a fun way to integrate speed and all that doesn't rely on a lot of back and forth talking, you guys will all have the option to use a melee attack as a bonus action.
Ooh.
But that's literally you punching something.
Mean. You gonna roll? Oh, 6.
Wah, wah.
Gauntlet.
So of course, you give him a good upper slash, and as you're about to reel him with a crack in the face, he's already like fallen backwards by that point, and he's too far out of your reach.
Oh, and then end.
Okay. Pikeman. Okay. So hearing all of the stuff that's going on outside, the dudes out there just looking in, see all the nonsense. You guys start hearing shouting joint all around the area of the cathedral, and they're going to be spending their turns attempting to get around. Let me double check. Could they fit? They could just about fit through. Boop. Let's see. Okay. 2 big boys get in. Okay. Okay. So you guys have a little bit of assistance. Okay. As for the guys that were already in there, or I guess Guy, this one's going to come down here and assist you. This one up here, going to give him a little stabby stab him, this fuddermucker. Oh, still revealing. Don't worry, everybody. These will be disappearing very quickly. Also, yes, they have short spears.
You might need to refresh, essentially.
Yeah. No, it's because I set everything to reveal all, because you guys were making your characters. But I didn't turn it back off until late after. Okay. So that's why you can see shit. However, the dude up, where is he? Dude up here fails miserably. The one tries to stab, misses entirely. Dude down here does hit. Okay. Give us that damage. 3 piercing is shit. Rushes over to assist you as you're getting attacked by this guy and just jabs it into his shoulder. Ooh, nice bleeding wound. Okay, 2. Double check the range. Okay, this one over here, since he's using a short spear and it has 10 feet, he's gonna stab at the guy fighting you. Oh, 21 to hit. Fuck yes. He's only got a +2? I don't know. Okay, this guy's gonna take 7 piercing, and as soon as he's like stabbed into the hip, you notice he is basically gonna fall over in a second. Guy rushes over, stabs him in the hip, twists it, pulls it out, and I believe there's no more pikemen in range. Zal, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Seeing the situation. He will go for this motherfucker.
Okay. Seven does not hit.
Nope. I'm guessing we're not doing flanking, so.
No. I'm afraid I must be cruel to be kind. You can attempt a melee attack as bonus action. Fists, obviously.
I don't think that's gonna help me because I have a -2 to strength, my man.
You will basically do nothing. Okay,
No.
be right back, by the way.
I will just take a few steps away.
Did you fall?
Still adjusting to this.
I haven't rolled over a 7.
Disappointed that
I'm
I'm happy that my first hit was a crit, but I'm disappointed that it did so little damage.
It's okay. I do a straight 1d6 damage.
It happens.
Yeah, so do I.
6 + 1.
Fucking villagers are useless, holy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably have the one thing that makes the villager great, if you count well. A pass. Or 3 of the 4 past Fire Emblem games. Aptitude's a lovely ability.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll have the potential to higher max stats than you, but that's it. Start off really weak for it.
I just need to start getting some good rolls. I have rolled a 7. In 4 rolls, the highest I rolled is a 7.
It's a question of just whether you've survived to see the benefits.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna work on a backup character after this to be safe rather than sorry.
Yeah, Loki, I kind of want to make something semi-similar to Robin from Awakening. Just in that idea of a mix of spellcasting and sword play.
I actually picked up a little Robin keychain charm when I was at Otakon a couple weeks ago.
Robin is the only amiibo I actually own.
I mean, I have a good few, but that's also because essentially a friend of mine bought a large chunk of them during the Wii U period, and he's left them here because he lives in a smaller space.
So where were we?
Someone just ended their turn.
Yeah, Tal just ended their turn now. It's the dudes who look like the Drestians.
I'm using my bonus action to disengage and just taking like 2 steps away.
Okay. As a note for all of you, that's something he specifically can do.
Yeah. Because thief background.
Well, something else. Okay. Is that you?
Yep.
Okay. So the nobles. Couple of them are just gonna fucking run. This guy won't get over here. And okay. These guys are all just bolting it. Okay. This fellow over here, however, the one with the little mark on his neck, he's going to rush over here to the other noble's aid! Because some people like to be helpful. Okay, so he rushes over, draws his short sword, swings the blade downward, and cuts a fine cut across this man's chest. He bleeds pretty heavy. Surprising from a single slash. Also, forgot to mention Zoop.
Yep.
On your character sheet, you have sword XP and level XP.
Yep.
You miss the attacks, you don't get weapon XP, but you have 5 level XP. So just put that in.
So basically every action you take, you get 5?
Essentially. Succeed or fail.
Okay.
Cool.
It's only 1 per turn. Of course, unless you hit multiple times, but, you know.
Pretty much every turn you still, as long as you do something, you still get XP, is what I hear.
Yeah, literally. So that way there's never non-progression.
Sweet.
Okay, and that is the nobles, I believe, at the moment. Catriona herself.
She's just gonna, like, whack the person across the head.
Bop.
I remember staffs could be used as a weapon, I intend. Silliest nonsense.
She is just going to have her staff. She's going to flick it with a single motion, and you see the gentle ornaments and the adornments and all the blinding jewelry that's currently adorning it fades and bursts into light, and then the staff itself takes a different shape. From head to toe it's engulfed in golden glowing light, and it turns into this beautiful lance of just pure energy. Pure white and mist exuding energy. And ooh, she's just gonna swing straight forward and pierce right through the guy's chest, pull it out, put her hand gently on his head, and caress his hair slowly, and then grasp it and pull his face to hers. I told you. You shouldn't have ruined this. And then she pushes him forward as his body falls to the ground, lifeless.
That's going to be a yikes from me, Chief. I'm glad I picked this side.
So, she's then going to purposely walk around the table, stand next to our girl, and that'll be her turn. Alabaster. So, 20. He's going to come here. You guys, those of you that will be in that general vicinity looking, you notice that he kind of has not a bum leg, but he's having a little bit of a harder time moving. So he's got a little bit less movement speed. But he does make it over to them. You
disabled.
No, just a shit leg. So kind of
Aw.
not wobbles, but
He skipped leg day.
slowly. He did skip leg day.
Daggers.
Oh my god.
Had a bit too much to drink.
Using what looks like a lance to stand himself up. The bottom of it is just walking along slowly. Then he walks up next to her, just goes, so it appears there's another battle going on, my lady. Such a shame, such fine young... Well, they won't be missed, I suppose. Really is a shame, though. In another 10, 15 years, they could have been some kind of a match for us. Oh well. Follow me, my lady. He throws out his hand to her. Argel does the same. She throws out her hands, and Catriona just gently takes both of their hands. And that's his turn. Christina.
Which, let's just say, looks at the one who stabbed me, snarls a little bit as I'm gonna try and, bop him twice.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yes.
Nice. Crits. A good crit.
Yes.
Which, let's actually just fix that so it's auto-rolling the damage.
Okay. First
So
off,
it's...
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
So it's just a case of just looking at this one annoyed as I snarl. Never mind, just continue.
Okay. So you, after getting cut by this guy, you just and throw a huge punch, and poof, you see an immediate crack of skin and teeth just fly out and scatter across the floor, making barely a ding ding sound. And then you raise with an uppercut and poof, smash just underneath his chin. His entire face has just been mangled, and as he's all loopy and wobbling, you see his body just gives out, poof, falls to the floor unconscious, / dead, / who knows. Also, 10 weapon XP, as well as, by my own ruling I believe, an additional 10 for killing him. Let me double check. Attacking an enemy successfully, killing an enemy. Yep, okay, so altogether you get 20 XP for both weapon and character, I believe. Good job. You got a kill. Nice natural 20 as well, by the way.
Yeah. I wish I could roll higher than a 7.
No.
Where the fuck did did it just fucking? Oh no, I've got to put you back on the initiative. I clicked on it because I was trying to move it and it erased it. Fuck my life, right?
Rip.
Ripperoni. I mean, that's more or less the exact same place. Okay. So, is that your turn? Madame de Christina. Chris?
Yeah, it is. I have to be a little bit quiet for the moment.
Oh,
Phone
okay.
call going on.
Yep. Okay, the commoners. They're just also bum rushing. Wait, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Commoners out. Okay, this one over here is going to try and run and get a reaction. Okay, so as the guy tries to run.
Oh no, reactions.
Reaction! As he tries to run, the swordsman notices him running, and through both the guard and Chance, swings his blade forward and manages to slice. It's a bit tough to tell exactly, but at least an inch or two into this guy's back, and he starts hobbling as he's running away. And you can just see the blood starting to pour down his back as it's almost staining the guy's clothes. These two are also going to start running, because why would they not? Okay. Chance.
Shit, I have to pull up the stuff. Oh.
Chance is going to scoot around to the other side, so maybe this guy doesn't continue to stab him in the fucking and he's going to try to stab him back. Yay, a crit for the exact same damage rolls as...
Hey, at least we're consistent.
Yeah.
Hey, I did 1 more damage than you, thank you very much.
Well, that's because you had a +1 on your weapon.
I'm feeling
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
very left out.
Rolled a 1 and a 2.
You definitely hit. I mean, you were spectacular with the short sword, but for some reason, you like clip his armor off, and you do see a little scar on his chest. But I mean, the guy's not going to die from it anytime soon.
He's showing skins. It's PG-13.
No, man, this is 18. This is Fates.
Well, then I guess I'll boop him with an offhand.
Go for it. Has to be a fist. Boop.
That's a boop.
Okay.
That'll be 1 damage if it hits.
It does hit. Okay, after you swing and cut the armor off a little, you just go poof, and the punch in that same spot. And it's like ah, ow.
So 5 and 5.
Yes.
That would be 10 and 10 because I have.
If
better.
you don't already have proficiency, also known as E grade, in fist weapons, just write in. You should already have like sword EXP and all that somewhere.
Yeah.
Just right underneath that, fists, 5 total 100.
Yep.
Because at the moment, if you're not proficient in it, technically you just have, well, yeah, just your fists.
But the fists and gauntlets count under the same thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
They do.
in 3 houses they're a new weapon type, but essentially the classes exclusive to it that they focus on give you an ability that says you can just punch unarmed. And to quote IGN, fists don't break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair. So when do we get to use logs? My favorite weapon in Awakening.
Improvised weaponry, you can all do it.
Go
That'll
cut
be it
down
for
a
me.
tree using an iron axe, and then just start beating people with your log lance.
Yeah, literally, you get a legendary superior axe, and you chop down a tree with it and go, because I chopped down this tree with this axe, this log is now better than the axe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use Hot Clear of the Regalia to do that.
Is that your turn, my dear Chance?
Yes, that will be it.
Okay. You have 5 character XP as well.
10 veteran. Haha.
Ah, nice. Okay, so you're keeping tabs, I like. Okay, so your turn ends, and Argyle. She is going to, in this weird like chain they've got, they're going to have like half movement, halved, so they're going to make like 10 steps a turn. They're just moving forward, their blades all drawn. Catriona, however, is just holding both of their hands, just walking with them daintily. Swordsman. After killing this poor lady here. This one's gonna calm down here, seeing a new guy come in, and this motherfucker over here, by turn 15, 20 is gonna come after Argyle. Oh, and a wild miss with a 6. Swings forward, and she in a flash motion again, draws her rapier, guards, without even pulling it fully out of the sheath, pushes him aside, sheaths the blade again. Still holding on to Catriana's hand. And this fellow over here is going to attack the guard.
Oh, thank God, they're as stupid as real Fire Emblem AI.
Yeah, of course. Got to get rid of the yellow side. Of course, that's how that works. So
Just gotta spread out the damage.
I still want to figure that out one of these days. Which AI from the games is the most stupid? Because it actually feels like the GBA ones have the most intelligence to them.
I reckon it's Shadow Dragons, because Shadow Dragons is moronic.
The earlier you go, the much more horrid the AI gets, visibly. It just started storming pretty bad, so if I disappear for a couple of minutes, it's probably my power going out. I'll get on ASAP afterward.
Okay.
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 Trez, you get attack of opportunity on him as well, by the way.
Huzzah!
As he starts limping away, very, very slowly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Max damage.
Okay, as he's limping away, slash right down the back. And he is
Going nowhere.
going nowhere! His body falls limp onto the seats. You get your good old 15 XP in both weapon and character.
Ooh.
Okay. This fellow gives a nice little mean little cut. But to the poor guard over here. This fellow does the same. The guard over here is looking very meaty. The poor commoner has been slain. The guy just grabs her by the hair as she tries to run and just puts the sword through her stomach from the neck. This guy finishes off the poor noble. This fellow over here, Christina, make a perception check.
Sure thing.
It's a lot of quick crits today.
Yeah, what's going on? Is it just the power of the low level?
No. It's fuck with
tenacity.
Soup's
Just
day because
tenacity.
everyone is rolling fucking good and I'm rolling shit.
There, Zoop. You're gonna just roll a stream of nat 20s while everyone rolls ones Wednesday.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna roll shit all day. I have a feeling I'm not gonna get over 10 today.
That'll change.
It's just it's one of those days today.
It's just one of those days.
I said Wednesday anyway.
Yeah, that's why I'm good with rolling shit today because Wednesday I'm gonna need it.
Yeah. Either way, so what do I see with my special lizardy eyes?
You hear from that guard over there, as he's got his sword drawn, and the noble that came up after him and attacked him. You hear the swordsman say, Sir Lancaster, why are you here? And he tries to swing his blade, instantly deflected by this noble with the tattoo on his neck. As a note, this noble in particular, the only real defining features you can see of him, because he's currently wearing something, it's like a leather mask. It's covering his cheeks. It reveals kind of like a T from the right hand next to his eyes. It goes all the way down toward his mouth, showing what looks like not purple lipstick, but purple lips, essentially. And his eyes are these two different shades. One of them is red, and the other one is blue. And as the blade is deflected, you see that the blade itself has this strange sheen to it. For a moment, it goes a kind of coral tint. And yeah. Also, he's branded, if it wasn't already obvious. He has a mark on his neck, and you can tell just by the fact he's a noble, as well as the weird visual features. Brandeds typically have a big fate, or they have a...
Smile. Hi.
Hello, so you cut off on the purple lips thing.
Okay. So, after that, it's one red eye, one blue eye. He's very much branded. Therefore, he has either some kind of ancestral bloodline that makes him special, or he has a particular fate bestowed upon him. So, he deflects the blade, and as the sparks emit from the blades clashing, the branded guy's blade, sparks a kind of coral tint. And that's about it.
Interesting.
Lord Lancaster.
You just sounded like Dobby. Yes, you know.
I did.
Yep.
Is it?
Hello. As they finish.
Hello?
Hello. You okay?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, things cut out for a second.
Oh yeah, it'll do that. EU and shit. So, as they're all finishing their attacks, you guys hear the screaming, the cawing of these ginormous bird-like creatures coming from outside.
It's not good.
Oh boy.
As they,
Oh,
as you guys kind of fighting and defending yourselves, you look outside through the cathedral windows, and you see giant bird lagoos flying in and descending upon the ruins on the outskirts of the cathedral with immediate strength, and they dig a few feet into the ground, and then they start raising their heads up and all cawing at once, a kind of war cry of sorts.
oh, so that's both good and bad. Depending on whose side they're on.
Exactly. Which, to answer your question, oh, you can't submit things. There we go. This guy over here, as soon as the cawing is emitted, he turns and looks out the window and turns back to the one he's facing, blocks the blade, and goes, "Men! The lagoos are here! Kill them all!" and continues fighting. Take from that what you will. So it doesn't really say if they're good or bad. Okay. And that'll end the swordsman's go. Tristan.
Move here. Stabby.
Stabby!
Oh.
Stabby, stabby. You do stabby.
I was slightly scrolled up, and I thought I saw the. I was like, did I get
Sub
another?
21. No, sadly not that lucky. However, you do get 5 XPs. Okay, and he's still barely alive, by the way.
I was gonna say punch.
Okay. Nope.
I can't hit with these gauntlets.
Okay, give him a slash down the chest again. Swing a right hook. And the guy just managed to move aside just barely out in time. Is that you, Tristan?
Yeah, that's the turn.
Okay, the pikeman. Okay, so... Ooh, some good rolls on this mother. Okay. All the boys get in range. Okay. Let's let one come up here. And from the combined attacks of the two pikemen, they both just spear into this guy and barbecue him.
Oh, the XP!
Welcome to the power of Fire Emblem. Do I go without allies? But I risk death. But they might steal my XP!
Kill stealers.
I mean, technically you guys have been stealing theirs as well. It's only fair. This guy gets a little bit of a stab. This guy down here gets a little bit of a stab. This guy gets a little bit of a stab. You guys know how this works. A little bit of stab for everybody.
Yep.
The guy that seems to be something of the leader, which I will note for you. he finally gets like a short spear just jammed into his hip, and you see that thing just gouges out a whole lot of space from this guy's body. Just as a note, critical hit did 10 damage. This guy's barely alive.
Nice.
Okay. And I believe those two. This dude. This guy gets here. Okay, and that's my dear pikeman. Before you have your turns, Al, you guys, none of you are close. Okay. Zal, what do you like to do?
So if I actually would hit someone with my fists, and would they actually heal up from it because I have a -2?
No.
You do
No,
a minimum
I'm
of
so-
1 damage.
Yeah, I know. I am just fucking with him. It would be fun, like, oh, I'm gonna hit you, so I'm gonna
thanks for the massage.
I'm gonna walk up to that motherfucker and miss him.
My shoulders were all knotted up, man. Thanks, I needed that.
It's like, thanks, I might not kill you now.
Oh, a 12.
That
I'll
hits.
kill you last.
Oh my god! I actually hit something.
Yeah?
Yeah, but you still only rolled a 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then again,
still.
you also rolled a 15 on the second day, so
Okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty good second rolls, but not just first one.
So as you charge up and slash him across the chest, takes a little bit of damage. You notice he is very outnumbered right now. Like, with you there, it might as well be just sprinkling one pinch of sugar onto a mountain of sugar. Like, this guy is levels of fucked. Is that your turn, Tal? Or are you going to punch him as well?
that just fucked.
Mountains of fuck.
Yeah, why not? I have nothing else to do, so let's go with a unarmed.
Give them a big.
Ooh!
Oh, that actually hits. Hey.
It does!
Hmm.
Okay, I put in a... Yeah, let's name him Boop. I'm
Boop.
gonna boop him.
Boop.
Yep.
Okay, since you technically finally used a fist weapon, your fists, I'm gonna add 50 XP. Giggity. You're not gonna move that around because it's. Don't mind me, just reorganizing your shit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, since you hit, you get some level XP too. Okay, so of course you only really do 1 damage. You're not proficient with your fist just yet, so. But still, like, give him a nice little slash and then.
Do I get sword XP as well?
Nope, because you use your fists.
Well, you
But
hit with the sword.
But I hit it with the sword first.
Yeah, I've already put it on there for you.
Oh yeah, I missed the first
Oh.
one. Yeah, that's true. I missed the first one, that's why it was 5.
Yes, indeed, my dude.
Okay,
that your-
doke.
That your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so nobles again. I'm going to move them wildly and frantically now because they are using full movement and more.
They be in a panic, yo.
They're like, get the fuck out of here! Not time for this shit! However, they are currently enjoying the blockade. There. Okay, and dear Branded over here is going to take a final swing at this foddermucker and just drags his blade down into his shoulder, forcing the guy to his knees, pushing him down. He then falls back into the seat, and this Branded guy puts his hand on his shoulder, leans in a little, and Christina, you're the only one to hit because you're an amazing check, and you're the closest one. As he's pushed him into the seat, the blade digging even deeper down his arm. Looks like he's about to cut his arm off. If I were you, I would never mess with the Dawnguard. Or its nobility. That goes for the rest of your rabble. Good night. He just severs his arm from his body. And then that guy just immediate dead.
Ow.
Yeah, let's just say winces just hearing that.
Okay, so Argel and Alabaster. Technically, this is Catriona, but them two, because either way, they will kill that guy instantly. They start moving forward, and this guy just steps in the way. Both Alabaster and Argel just pincushion this motherfucker, stab him into the center, pull their blades free, and then Catriona just lets go of Alabaster's hand and pushes him gently. And this poor fellow over here falls down very much indeed. As they move forward, Zal, would you move aside as they're coming toward you? Zoop.
Yeah, I would let them pass. I would take a step back and let them pass.
Okay. So they start taking gentle steps forward together. And that's Catriona. On Alabasters, they just continue moving. Christina.
Yep. Which that's the case of. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a little bit risky and go after the boss.
Okay.
As soon as you start working for me. And 2 punches again.
Okay. One hits, the other does not. However,
Alright.
the first is enough. How do you want to kill him?
Pretty much it's just he moves in quickly and just like right hook to the side and just says, of all the moronic shit someone thinks they could pull and interrupt a pair of an entire meeting where there were a pair of dragons. Because that's also enough for me to transform.
So, as the guy's bludgeoned, he falls to the ground. As you mentioned dragon, the guard to the technically right of you kind of looks you up and down for a moment, and then just gives you a slow nod. And then, is there anything else you would like to do? Also, add 100 XP.
Oh. Do.
Yep. Roll them
So-
stats.
Without saying the obvious, that's character XP.
Yeah, I know. It's more of the I'm trying to remember, trying to essentially remember other bars and whatnot of things ticking up because there's the killed boss weapon XP. Okay, 30 XP for the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 50, and that's 100 out of 20. So does the extra XP roll over like in Fire Emblem, or
It
okay?
will.
So
It's not.
So we're back at 20 out of 100, and I guess I have percentiles to roll.
You do. You have
7 of them, I think.
Yep. So
Mhm.
3. Yeah, 7.
Also, a question that was raised, which is fair.
Mm-hmm.
There was some minor confusion about how the percentages work. It's essentially showing what your failure rate is. So Christina has, like, for example, luck 30%, which most of you will have. You have to get 70 or more to be able to succeed that luck percentage. If you don't, you don't get anything.
So essentially, like for HP, I need, which I'm rolling now, I need to roll above a 40.
Which you totally do.
Yeah. So, nope, no attack up, defense up, res up,
skill up. Jesus Christ, you are getting some good shit.
no speed, and no luck. So, HP, defense, res.
Can we just appreciate that you got really good rolls on everything besides 1, and then get a 3 on luck.
I rolled a 1 on attack, but like attack's the best one for me to go up, technically speaking. So with the HP up, is that con up or actual HP?
No, that's
up?
actual HP. Defense is con here.
Okay.
Here you go. Here's the translated. Because I will change that at some point.
Yeah. So okay, so I get a point of con. I get an extra hit point, and a point of wisdom. So think.
Welcome to level 2.
Yeah.
I'll join you in like 3 weeks.
Wait, what?
I will join him in 3 weeks on level 2.
No, man. No way, dude. No way.
That's how long it's gonna take. With my rolls, it's gonna be 3 weeks.
I mean, maybe. In that case, maybe.
To be fair, she got 2 killing blows, so most of the reason why she.
One of them was the boss, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that was essentially me going a bit of a kill steal from the green unit. But either way, that's actually just to ask, since it never came up, what kind of action is it to transform?
It should be a bonus. I've written it somewhere. It's a bonus.
Okay, so next turn then.
Okay. So
Yep, that's it for now.
as you defeat the boss and just bludgeon his bitch ass into the ground, falls to the ground, just. The prince is coming. And then he dies with his last words being barely said. And as he says that, God to your right, goes, "Oh no, there's more of them. The birds were bad enough." And then he turns and looks over to Catriona. "My lady, we've got to go." And then the 3 of them there just kind of look at each other. Okay. Commoners. I'm just gonna like bulk move. Do.
Yeah.
Okay. And this fellow over here gonna try and run. And he's getting cut. Okay. There's no more commoners side. Chance. So, I will say now, you guys quite clearly are surrounded. You have bird lagoons running in. You still have guards all around you, ish. And it seems like, at the very least, Catriona and the others are leaving. You may stay and try and work out what happens next, or you can attempt to leave.
Oh, Chance will down one of his vulnerary.
Hey,
Max HP.
hey, lad.
Yeah. And then kind of look around and look at the one person that isn't like dressed up like a guard and be like, we should probably get out of here. And starts heading off this way.
Okay. Are you gonna double movement?
No, single move.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I'm assuming using the vulneraries.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so these 3 kind of looking at each other, they kind of do a slight nod, and Argyle starts moving forward. She's gonna run up here. Also, Tresden, he was talking to you.
Oh, I mean, I'm actually not just like a guard, am I?
You're not really dressed like a guard now.
Oh, even though I am a guard.
I mean, you don't need to be dressed like one.
Yeah, it's Casual Friday.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
It's Monday.
Exactly.
Okay,
Casual Friday, Monday.
Casual Monday, Friday.
Yeah. I mean, there's still people that are fighting, so
They're on
keep the
their
guards
own.
first.
You guys do also notice that with the arrival of the new, well, bird lagoos. Which, speaking of, I'm adding them to the initiative because they're going to be haunting you soon.
No.
With the arrival of them, the enemy is they are really liking their chances right now. You can see they're ready to fight to the death. They do not care. Which, speaking of fighting to the death, okay, so there's not many left, surprisingly. This one runs up here, gets a little bit of cutty. Not much, very weak piss poor damage. This guy gonna come run up here. This guy gonna keep attacking. And this fellow and this fellow move forward and start killing some civvies. No one can escape. No Russian. Okay. And 2 civvies are killed in one attack. And that is the swordsman. Interesting.
So, move by here. That's a straight shot, so just pull out bow and take a shot. Because why not?
Why not?
Oh.
Miss. Maybe it's the angle, maybe it's just because the fact the short spearman just is like throwing himself toward this other guy, and it kind of fucks with your angle, and you shoot, and you notice your shot just flies past the spear's tip.
And I can't do anything else, so so I'm just gonna move out.
Was that
There's
you?
more people by here. I had a little bit more movement almost. I'll move 5 foot forward more.
Okay. The pikeman.
And that's the end.
Okay. Okay, some of the pikemen are going back towards the windows, towards other fighters and the like. Okay. Giving more little boopy boopies. This one over here kind of hobbling at this point with his injuries. He starts walking over toward Catriona. And okay, and that, I believe, damage-wise is them.
Unless you want to have some of these. Oh yeah, you are having some of them move into attack.
Yeah. I have to like really scour the map, finding my little green boys. Okay. So, yeah,
God, you just remind me of like the Path of Radiance like tutorial. But yeah, I got tired of being green anyway.
Okay. Zal, Zal and Christina make a perception check.
Sure thing.
Hey! I see shit.
I mean, it's not 20, but it's still pretty fucking good. Okay.
Yeah. Modified 20s are so nice.
So, the pair of you see outside, looming, he looks sort of like he's trying to hide, but not entirely. You see him just like pressed against the wall, looking inside at what's going on. And you see him looking over at Catriona and the fighting, the bodies. He doesn't seem fazed by it by any means, but he's just keeping an eye. And then he seems to just dip back around behind the building.
It's like, okay, I see how this is going. I'm gonna get out of here.
Zal. Zalden.
Yep.
I will reinforce the fact that this exists.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm glad that's
I figured you
reinforced. Because I was just kind of running this way.
To be
'Cause it's
fair,
the way everywhere else is
I didn't see the giant neon green exit sign either.
I don't. Do I have a wall? I don't have a wall in the way, do I?
No. I
No,
just
I
never.
just
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
I didn't
see-
roll
I
that
didn't- I
way.
was down
It's
here. I
like-
didn't see it until I came up.
See, what's funny is I didn't mean that to be so big just for, hello, it's over here, obviously. I meant more just so that if you went into any of those spaces, you would be free.
Yeah.
But still. Comic genius. So, Zal, what are you doing, my dude?
Yeah, I'm moving. But alright, move one. Is that a bad dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's some more in this room.
Let's know how far away is he? Ten.
I've,
35, that's pretty far.
I've marked everyone that's in your future vicinity, I suppose.
Yep. Ewan, how far can I throw the dagger?
30, I think. Or is it 20?
In this, I was originally going to have it to be a dagger is just a dagger because dagger, but 20
Yeah.
is the normal D&D standards. You can throw it if you want.
Yeah, I will probably try to throw it because he's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I would do so with a disadvantage though, because he's too far away.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it. I'm gonna try it.
Fire. Oh.
Nope. And it was a good first one.
Oh, it's almost the way with you, Zook.
Yep.
Okay. Your dagger lands over there where the little pink blob is.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to try to do with your turn? Dash, disengage, etc.?
No, I used my bonus action to dash, so that's why I could get so far.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Mm-hmm. So, some of the nobles decide, I'm going to go out the window. However, some of the other ones are smarter than that.
So to say, that seems like a bad idea considering.
Yeah, but AI, you know how it is.
Anyone got rescue staff?
Come back here, damn it! Okay. And good old Lester comes along and gives a little slash, he's still in that XP. Lancaster. And I believe that's my nobles. Katriana. Conquer there. Naladaster. Gotta go there. No time for the good old birdligoos, everybody! So, as they arrive, crashing into the earth, mighty as they are, they've got quite a heft of movement speed. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
I don't even see them.
Oops, I
Give
don't know
it a
what I
minute.
just did.
You will in a moment.
Okay, that okay. I I saw them outside. I was like, is that like just statues or something? But then it was the birds that.
It's the birds.
There was a lot of them.
Yep, they are fucking coming in hot. Okay, and they are gonna bum rush some guards. Okay, all you guys hearing is the loud squawking and a giant wingspan beating in the room, and papers and candlelight and everything is being dimmed and thrown across. These burglars ain't here to fuck about. Okay. And as you all do know, naturally, other than certain creatures, all the goos have a timer on their transformation. So you know this won't last forever. Speaking of, Christina.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Do you intend
Yeah,
to fight?
Wouldn't. Part of me's honestly thinking of getting out of here too, but I think I might actually use the transformation to make that easier on everyone else trying to get out of here too.
Okay.
So let me just double check one thing real quick. It's more the okay, there's a cone, so that's not a best idea. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double move just to get up there. Oh, actually, let me check. Yeah, I have to really check movements sometimes.
That's fine.
Actually, yeah, I'll transform now.
Okay.
So
Drag and drop.
let's...
And
Yep.
show off to everybody your true power. So, how would your transformation look?
Well, essentially, it's the moment of just like essentially she winces a little bit as her eyes go a bit wide and the wings fully unfurl, and essentially she does have like red scales starting to cover her body as she grows larger. But the one difference between the picture and that is that the outer part of the wings has like a black tinge to them at the wingtips. And the first thing she's gonna do is just glare at the guy like right on the edge of it, and she's got a breath weapon his ass.
You got the ranges all set and whatnot?
Yeah, he's in the 20-foot cone,
Hey.
and no one else is.
Nice. Okay then. What's the... Oh, there you go. Nice.
Okay, 3d6.
If you want to figure out the saving throw for that quick, because obviously it's your sheet and whatnot. It is Dex.
Yeah.
It's DC 8 plus your proficiency, which in a minute is 2.
Yeah, it's a DC. It's a DC 11 because of the stat changes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which looks like you're gonna have to edit those for the level up, I guess.
Yeah, I'll keep minor tabs of it. Literally all the dragon is whatever your stats are plus what it says in the sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have a 12 con instead of the 11. But yeah, so a DC 11 dex save from the red guy right there.
He fails. He gets a 5.
So just like rears back, breathes, and I take it that's essentially just like the 5 XP is per attack thing, right?
I have no idea how to really work it with like dragon form, but I'll say, since obviously it is an action as part of your character, You will still get character XP, but like.
Well, yeah, that's why I meant like the level XP.
Oh yeah, no, you'll still get it. Yeah.
Yeah, because essentially the one offside of transforming as a Lagoose in like 9 and 10 is there's no weapon XP for
a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm gonna move my movements, which is the same 30 feet, so 5.
So let's draw the breath and exhale it and melt his armor, his flesh, and even the poor, unfortunate dead body of the commoner. It is all just turned to ashes. The armor is barely considered usable anymore. You gain...
Oh, I actually killed him.
Yeah, you actually just melted him, literally. Enjoy your 10 XP. Okay.
And there goes half my transformation bar. As that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Time for the commoners.
Who are probably going like, holy fucking shit, it's a
They're
dragon!
like, what is happening? Oh, there's a dragon chasing us! Run!
I'll kill the dragon!
Run!
Said dragon just rolls its eyes.
Just like, ugh, humans.
It's like...
Commoners.
Common, the language.
Filthy peasant.
This guy's trying
just
to run.
giving the spiel like, indracotic of just like, if I was going to kill any of you, do you think I would have used a breath weapon on one enemy? Now whoever understands me.
Yeah, it just sounds like
and dragon like sigh at the end. We're all having our giggles about this.
Okay, the commoners have had their turn, they've all run. One of them got a little bit slashed as he was running away, but he's alive. Chance, you see a dragon out of nowhere, but it's not killing anyone. Yet.
I mean, it just did kill a few. It just did kill a couple of people. I saw it like
Well, actually,
burn somebody alive.
well, he killed a guard and melted the dead body of a commoner, but semantics.
Burn somebody alive. Fuck that. I'm out of here. And these guys are always like 5 feet out of range for me to fucking run up and hit.
Oh, we just need to get you goddess boots or a march ring or some nonsense like that.
Some 800 gold item. Yeah, being a villager, I have nothing. So,
Soon, my friend, soon. So, Chance, what do?
I'll move here. No, screw it. I'll move here.
Okay.
No. Fuck it. Alright, I'm dipping out of this place. I double.
Okay. Which path are you taking? Because you have to avoid people.
Yeah, I have to avoid everyone.
He don't want to deal with the Tweety Birds, he don't want to deal with the dragon, he don't want to deal with the guards.
Because at the moment, like...
I mean, I don't imagine... I haven't, attacked anybody green or purple, so I don't imagine they're going to try to attack me as I'm just trying to run
As far
for
as
my
you've
life.
seen, only the ones that are currently dubbed red or birds are the ones that are violent toward everybody.
So I'm going to move like that.
Okay.
Or rather, it would probably be here, since I'd have to move through their space.
Yeah.
Just the fact that 3 houses added the yellow unit type has made me a lot happier.
Same. I love games that essentially strategy, whatever Fire Emblem is. I can't do the words right now, but just
strategy RPG.
Thank you. Advance Wars, for example. Yes, all the yes. That shit I was raised upon. Anyway,
that's what.
Yep. Oh, sorry, no. Go. You do.
Oh no. That's why I've always questioned, why is it only ever 2, maybe 3 colors at once with Fire Emblem when Advance Wars has had 5 different colors for unit types on a map at once.
Yeah. Oh, I can't. Okay, quick nerd, and then we'll continue with the game. I always enjoyed the bosses in Advance Wars as playing as them, the unique abilities and that kind of thing. That game gave me a nerd boner. Just, oh, so fun. Playing as the black unit's just so fun. So, Chance finishes his turn. And as you finish your turn, everybody, you hear from at the back of the cathedral a shouting. It sounds sort of distant, but not. And for those of you who can see, good for you. For those of you who can't, well, sucks to be you. What I'm going to say is look at the far right hand side of the map.
Ew.
For those of
Oh,
you
but Jesus.
who can see it, that is off in the
You mean,
horizon.
we're there?
Yes, those dudes.
You can just see it.
Off in the distance, for you at the moment, it's like, in character, it's like about not even half a mile, but the stretch of open land between you and them, you can just about see. You see a horde of cavaliers, and riding in front of them, Prince Bellion, the soon-to-be ruling king of the Dusk Alliance. So, yeah. Prince Bellion is here. Run! Okay, let's gonna move forward. Just gonna move there for 30. And so many shoots at once. Okay. And she can't actually do anything else for the rest of her turn other than double dash and whatnot. Swordsman. These ones over here by the door blocking you all, of course, are going to remain there. This one, as well as this fellow over here, are both going to start to attack the poor guard, pikeman, leaving him incredibly low. And you guys did a pretty fucking mean job at getting rid of all the other guards, by the way. Good job. Like, jeez. I genuinely didn't expect as many to die as they did. Oh, I actually didn't do the attacks for the bird lagoons as well. So much to keep tabs on.
Yeah, one downside Fire Emblem.
Oh, yes. Downside, but also so fun. Okay, the guards get essentially very quickly mauled, with the bird lagoons just coming out of nowhere and just chewing on them, pinning them, tearing them asunder. Since there aren't many swordsmen left, I believe that's all of them. Okay, Tristan.
So, all I can do is shoot this one and then move forward. So, pew.
Nope.
I'm not having much luck today, besides that one crit.
Awkwardly, as you shoot and it flies forward, it's about to hit the guy in the back, and you see the guy with the short spear like slam his left shoulder, and the guy just goes weak at the knees, falls down a few inches, and your arrow flies right past him. It's like, damn, I almost had him. Okay. Is that
Then
you?
end, because I can't bonus action do anything besides melee, which I don't have range for.
Okay. Pikeman here, gonna give a stabby to this guy, who looks very weak, by the way. Yeah,
Which one?
Even more so now. This fellow up here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Chance, do a perception check. It's very easy. Oh, how nice. You hear from over here, from this door, it sounds like someone's banging on the door, and you just hear muffled shouting of something.
Okay.
I feel so sorry for my poor pikemen. They are not going to survive. Now that the birdies are here. Okay. That does a little bit of damage. Oh, there's so little pikemen left. No, my babies! Okay. This guy gonna have a little run around and he gonna go be sneaky again. Zell.
Yep. I got a fucking giant dragon in front of me.
Yep, it just stomps right past you, ignoring you entirely.
3.
I know I'm by if he wants to.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash, and I'm gonna hit that motherfucker with my sword.
Okay. That hits.
Yeah.
How much damage do you do? Do you do enough? You do much piercing!
Oh, 1.
Oh, that is awkward. Okay, so you like rush up behind the guy. He's not even paying attention. You feel like you got the perfect strike. You grab the short sword with 2 hands, swing downwards, and you do hit. You cut a nice little scar into the back of his head, but he's already rushing forward by that point. You do see traces of blood fly out the back of his head, and he does look around confused, turns and looks at you, starts swinging. I mean, he's very low health, even more so now, if that helps to know.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I actually can kill someone, but nope.
Bonus action
Not
punch
gonna
him!
happen.
Bonus action punch him, it's free! It's
I already
free!
used-
Oh,
I
you
already
dashed.
used my bonus action.
Shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering that. Good job.
Because
Also,
I had a fucking dragon in front of me that I had to walk around.
I said you could go through.
you can pass go. God.
Can I actually pass through you?
Yeah, like I
Mhm.
said, I'd let you go through my squares. So you're fine. You can get your bonus.
No. I still needed to. It was like 40 feet.
You were directly
were
behind.
5.
Yeah, it would have been that either way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll assume you
Damn.
pick up your dagger as well while you're at it.
Yep.
Add 5 XP to yourself and to your sword, by the way.
I will.
Okay, is that your turns out?
Yeah. Nothing more I can do.
Okay. The nobles, seeing all the birdies coming, the ones that tried to run and jump out the window, they are clearly seeing the error of their ways very quickly, and they are now bum rushing. They are going to rush toward the door, seeing there is guards there. They are drawing weapons and preparing. This one is actually going to attempt to attack the Guard, because he's in the way. Misses entirely. This woman just draws out a short sword and she clearly has no composure. She's rattled, nettled. She's just swinging blindly. The guy turns, deflects it. These swordsmen, they're not masters in any regard. They're clearly just pissed off guys with weapons and supplied with decent enough manpower to be able to handle this. But they are by no means masters of the sword. They deflect that noble like she's nothing. And I will put her there. Good old Lancaster. It's gonna give a cut to one of the birdie people.
He's gonna commit a murder.
He's gonna murder Asen. Catriona. As she's walking forward, looks around, looks over to you, Christina, though you can't see her looking at you. This is more flavour. She looks you up and down in your form, and turns back to Alabaster. This you do hear. It has been a while since I've seen another red. Beautiful, aren't they? It's such a shame, though. So rare these days.
Which she'll just respond in Druidic and just say, "Thank you for the compliment."
As she's walking forward and walks up next to you, and you say that. She turns and looks up at you. Says in Druidic as well, of course. You're welcome, sister. And then, of course, little steps forward. Alabaster! And as she's walking off, he goes, my lady, please, wait up. I'm not very fast, remember? He starts hobbling forward as fast as he can. And he's got actually double movement just to get 5 feet extra.
Poor old man.
Poor Jeggins.
Okay, Burlagoos, bitches.
Oh no, the birds.
This is why Jeggins units are mounted.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have his horsey here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in unison, each and every bird out of their form. Because time is up for them motherfuckers. And in their place you see just regular old dudes. They look like they're all from the Birdlagoose tribe. Possibly exiles, but judging by their outfits, it seems unlikely. They've all got some sort of feathered armor. It looks like it would be good for descent in case they ever dropped form, just randomly. Okay, keeping tabs on who's injured, who's not. Okay, up there. No, fuck. Ignore that for a moment. Placing all the Birdlagoos is fun. I mean, that's relatively the same thing. How lucky. Okay, so as they all return into their original forms, they all slowly stand their feathered armors, kind of very free-flowing. It's almost like skin-tight outfits with essentially a long feathery cape at the back. And they will just start drawing their swords slowly and make their way toward all of you. Okay, let's see. We're coming. Okay, one by one, they start surrounding anyone who's left inside of the main area in the cathedral. I will say as flavor, because it might come up, they are of course not attacking the swordsman. They seem to be having, of course, some kind of joint venture here.
Yeah.
Okay. Another noble bites the dust.
Boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun.
And that's the Birdlagoos. They get as close as they can. Christina Ember.
Bitch. At that point, it's the... Oh yeah, probably check that. Okay, so that's a one and done. Oh, that triggers.
Yes. Power of renewal.
Yeah, it looks like they got these two, so I think I'll essentially move. Like, that's 10. So check if I actually have any. Yeah, I do. Yeah, so I'm gonna use 15 feet of movement. Try and at least, protect the people that are within my reach by taking care of this one bird.
Mm-hmm.
So this claw, bite, and
The claw doesn't.
tail.
Oh, okay. Not too bad.
So I take it the claw misses from what you were about to say.
Yeah, claw kind
So-
of misses.
So the claw essentially comes down as a feint. She goes to bite down the shoulder, and then just in a moment, the eyes glint. She flicks it up and just reels the tail around to send flying.
Right. I will
Because
say
I
something
take it
quick, by the way.
yes.
There isn't 3 attacks as a dragon. There's still the 2.
Oh,
Because of course you can still do your melee bonus fist stuff, but for you it's claw or bite or tail because
Okay.
they're all your body. So you do still have
So-
2 attacks, but 2 only.
okay.
So
So,
we'll ignore the claw because 20s are cool.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and that guy is very murderized.
Yeah. So it's just like he gets yamcha'd into the wall and splatters.
Okay. Thrown
And
in and
then-
smashes, cracks the wall.
Use what's left of my movement to. Yeah, I think I can just shift. 5, 10, 15, and I pop back to normal.
Okay. Poof. So since you were also at full health,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
full
just
health.
need to fix that. And we'll lower the transformation gauge, get myself the 10 more XP.
is that your turn, Christina? No.
That's and everything.
So the commoners trying to run, they don't have attacks, but I'm going to do what's known as mob justice and swamp the soldiers. Get them!
That's
Get 'em, boys!
essentially grapple checks at advantage.
Okay, so commoners I do have a sheet for and they have garbage everything. Oh, then again, this might go well. Okay, so it's a basic 0. Versus the swordsman. Ah! Mob justice! So, by the way, these commoners, they all look human in the token, but they will be varying species with like orcs and goblins and lagoos and whatever. I'll leave it to imagination mostly.
Goblin just like jumps
Just like-
up, grabs one by the
It's like,
face.
So I think they're all like throttling them and pulling them and pushing and. I'm gonna start.
Yep.
This one is dragged out. This other one is thrown into the center of them all, and they're like pushing and pulling and yanking them aside. They're just trying to get the fuck out. That'll be Mob Justice's turn. Is there any more commoners on the map? I don't think there is. They are all dead otherwise. Cool chance. Chance?
No, yeah. Let's help this guy out.
Okay.
Wait. Right. I take that back.
Mm-hmm.
I remember people banging on the door up.
Yep. You heard the sounds of banging against the door and muffled words.
I'm assuming the banging is still going on.
Yep, you can still hear it. It seems like everyone else is just ignoring it because they want to leave.
Do I hear any sort of like clanking as if from like
As if there's a scuffle.
armor or weaponry clanging against each other?
You do hear the sounds of armor. It doesn't. It sounds like it's decent armor. With the swordsman, they've got what looks like essentially scale mail and the like. It doesn't make much noise.
Fuck it, I open the door and try to duck around the corner. Hide behind if the door's unlocked.
Nope. The door is locked.
Uh-oh.
So in this, obviously with actual Fire Emblem you have keys typically to open doors and whatnot, but because this is also D&D, you can attempt to either break the door, kick the door open and whatnot, or you can attempt to fuck with the lock.
I was gonna say, can I attempt to pick the lock?
Do you have any specific tools or anything before we go ahead?
I have thieves' tools from being an urchin.
Ooh. Then you can use your thieves' tools.
No.
Yes, the door isn't that difficult to get into.
Nice.
It was supposed to be meant to be easy. Okay, so you take a couple of seconds, quickly pull out your tools and start to tinker with the lock, and you hear and the door starts immediately. You feel the door pushing against you. You're just like, oh, okay, hold on. You move out of the way.
Yeah, I'll take a step back as I pray to God somebody doesn't run out and stab me. Please don't stab me! Please don't stab me!
The door flies open and you see two more spear-wielding guards. And they're just there like, oh, oh, thank you. They have their spears ready, they see the commotion, they're like, they look at each other. Got him! Ah! For Catriona!
Yeah, just kind of back up, nod when they thank me, and watch them run off.
Okay. So, pair of them come out. Is that your turn?
That will be my turn, yeah.
Okay. So, Argyle is gonna come forward. She is going to, of course, whip her sword back and forth. She whipped it. She swings her rapier forward, pierces dead center into the heart. You see the guy stop for a moment as his whole body does a shivering motion. She pulls the blade out, sheathes it again, and the guy just falls over backwards, dead in an instant. A single stroke. She's then going to not stand on the body of the commoner, but she's gonna like shove it aside so she can get ahead. Oh, the token is in the way. Go to the back, damn you. She is going to give a good old right hook to the fellow over here, who is very low, by the way. 22 to hit, and since she's not proficient in punching stuff, yep, that guy's she walks over.
With one damage.
Nope, nope.
Okay, she does more than that. Okay.
She does more than that. Stabs the one guy in the heart, sheathes a blade, walks over, bitch slaps this guy with the back of her glove, with a paladin silvered glove. Slaps him, the guy does a small twirl and falls to the ground bloodied, his face not mangled, but you can see parts of where the back of the glove is embedded.
Now all I can think of is the scenes from the Lego games where they just spin and then just explode.
Yeah. Like that, without exploding. Yet. Okay.
Soon.
Guys... Soon. These guys are gonna start trying to stab away at the commoners currently grabbing them. Oh, and commoner's gonna get cut up. This poor fellow over here. Even with disadvantages and shit, just cut down. This poor lady over here gets a little slashy. She doesn't look very healthy anymore. Got a nice short sword wound to the gut. And that is all of the guards. Oh, there's this dude. Boop. And that's all of the guards. Swordsman even. President.
Uh-huh. Flip through here. Is this thing blocking the way of seeing this guy?
What? That? No.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at this man then.
Go for it, my dude. That hits.
Thank God.
You pull up, but you're both a little bit frustrated with the previous failures and just fires over, just pierces into his back. It's just like, ah! You can see he's just locked in place by these people just holding him, even though he's trying to cut his way free. You see the arrow embedded into his back.
Good. And end of turn.
Okay. Have you got bow XP written up?
I just added it now.
Nice.
I now have 4 sets of XP.
Hey!
Yay.
Is that your turn?
Yep, end of turn. No bonus action again.
Then, before we continue onward, there is some people who are joining the initiative, the ones who are at the back of the map. That's terrible initiative, how? Why is it literally everything? I mean, it's appropriate, but how? So weird. Okay. Oh, there we go, that's more appropriate. Cavalier is supposed to be speedy. Okay, so then the Dawn Pikemen. The 2 new dudes over here. They are gonna rush over and start doing some work. Okay. Guy's not dead just yet, but he's been heavily bruised. The pikeman that's over with you, Christina, is gonna cut off this dude over here. This guy, very, very injured. But he's gonna step in the way of the other guys, make himself a target. This fellow over here is gonna attempt to run. Oh god, really shouldn't have stayed.
Really shouldn't have skipped down calisthenics either.
Kids, always do the weeds. Or don't. Wait, I can't remember which it is. I'm very heavily injured, pardon me. So. Yes, whatever the fuck that was. So, the armed cavalry are gonna rush forward. I've got so many sheets in the way, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, probably can't even see where the heck they are.
Okay. So one guard goes down. And that one guy who's still running around somewhere. He is... There we go. Zal, your turn.
Yeah. Let's see how far it is. Okay, I need to change the tool. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonus action. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Attack that motherfucker.
Okay. Strike away. Hey! That hits. Are you actually gonna get a kill?
Nope.
Before another one.
Oh my god! It's literally another one! What is in this
I
game?
told you.
Yeah.
What is in this game?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not shocked. No, because I have a 0 modifier, so even if I would actually hit, it would do shit
Still?
damage.
Still? So many ones.
It's a D6 and no modifiers.
Still. That's absurd.
I mean, it's like a 83% chance to not do a 1.
Okay. You
Never tell me the
that's
odds.
you get your 5 XP for character and weapon. Rush up, give him a really quick like side slash, and then you kind of just look at your short sword. You start to think, huh, this weapon doesn't really work that well, does it? Are you going to attempt to?
Time to heal.
Is that your
It's
turn,
time
Zal?
to start using. Yeah, it's time to start using my fucking dagger.
Yeah, man.
It would actually do more damage, I think. It's less. It's probably. Oh yeah, no, I'm not shocked at all.
Okay, so this guy tries to escape from the swordsman. Oh, one sec. Yeah? Yeah?
1.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
Okay.
The times.
It was more than 1 second. How dare you?
Shh! Time is different here. I'm in a different zone. Whoa! He narrowly avoids an attack.
I probably should have picked Fire instead Dark. Dark's more thematic story, right? Wise.
The 2 nobles here. We're gonna finish this poor guy off. Give him a little shanky shanky. And then we're gonna use some movement.
Stab, stab, stab.
Stab! I'm gonna give him a stab. This 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Okay. Oh shit. There's one up here as well. She gonna run. She's like, okay. I am going to have to check something quick. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Be right back.
Just want to punch something. I've rolled like 4 times and I've missed every single time with the gauntlet.
Yeah, that happens, unfortunately.
Quarter of the way.
I'm more kicking myself because essentially backstory and thematic reasons, I picked like dark magic for the E, and I'm just double checking all the stuff now. It's like lowest dark level spells a D. Well, that's gonna make things complicated.
I've got E rank in bows, and like it's useful, but at the same time it's not because I've only got 10 dexterity anyway.
Well, I'm
Everyone's gonna start out a little weak. Get them levels.
yeah.
Besides the dragon.
Besides the dragon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it like this though. There will be a point where I fall off, you guys catch up, and the only reason I have that, like, essentially, I got de-brawling and I picked up steel gauntlets because I was like, it's worth the investment.
Yeah.
It's
picked up
literally the case of you guys will outscale. It's just, to begin with, he's got no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just question if we get to the point where we can.
Well, if you do or if not, like, I'm scaling it the same as you would D&D, where if the party's level 5, you'd be like at least level 5 as well. So,
yeah, I know, it's just funny.
Plus, something tells me there might be opportunities to at least earn XP to close any gaps from, like, make sure I'm not the one constantly killing the boss scenario.
Oh yes. XP must be shared.
Yeah, I did see that comment. Doc. Also implying that we'd get to the end.
Hey, I don't see why not. We'll have a whole company soon, so there's no reason you couldn't. Catriona is going to double move. Oh. Yeah? I've already messaged him. Yeah, it's only Facebook.
Marital stuff.
Okay. So,
And maybe I should buy some gauntlets. It will make a little more damage.
The only problem with that is you need to be proficient with them, which getting great makes you. Because otherwise you'd just be putting on daddy's gloves. Yeah, man.
Snap, you are an amusing person.
Thank you, I know.
Everything's so expensive.
Yeah, that's the point. Can't be easy, can it? Okay, so Alabasta gets as far as he can with his hobbly leg. And now it's time for Bellion and gang. Without saying the obvious, he's going to move forward, insta-kill the last guard.
Poor guard.
Poor guard. He tried his best, but it wasn't good
Guilty.
enough. Bird Lagoos. Ooh.
I mean, there's still another guard actually in the other room.
For long.
Ah, yeah, there's one over here.
That's a swordsman.
Oh, wrong.
The guards have green on them.
Yeah.
Mhm. Little green dots.
Okay. So our bird friends. Yeah, gonna just do whatever the fuck they want with this place. Okay. And they are starting to swarm in. The Lester Lancaster is going to be attacked from all angles. And
Oof.
this poor, amazing bitch ass gets knocked the shit out. And I specify, knocked out. Okay, this one comes over to you, Christina.
Yep.
Okay. Another poor spearman gets murderized. And so is the next. Guard up here takes a little bit of damage. For you, Christina, you are going to take an iron sword attack. Oh, nearly a natural 20. That would have
Yeah, that would've been
sucked
bad.
for you if that hit. Okay.
Yeah.
It said 9
Oh.
plus 3 slashing. I was like, wait, that's not right. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it's not right. You're taking 9 slashing, apparently.
Ouch.
Yeah, and that's with a 1d6 plus 3. Wait, did it? Oh, it critted, technically. With the. It got a 6
Yeah.
and added 3 on top. Yeah.
So
tasty.
just 6 damage. Or
It's 9 damage altogether.
okay. Just making sure.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay, they're gonna try attack Argyle. Nah, mega miss. You even hear the clash against the back of her armor as you see the back of her cape as she's turned away is torn a little, and then you hear a ting as the blade clashes off of it. She turns slowly and looks at the poor, unfortunate bird lagoos. She says, I'm really too tired for all of you. Just fly off and die somewhere else, please. Poor noble who's still in the back gets murderized.
Yeah.
Christina.
Guess I will try and use 2 attacks on this one to knock him out, get him off me and whatnot.
Okay.
So 1.
That hits.
2.
That hits. Okay. So, give him 2 good old swings. Takes a nice bit of damage. You can see the damage you've done to him is actually. It's a pretty good amount. He's still healthy. But
Yeah, it's
enjoy your 10 XP.
yeah. I'm just slightly worried about
Death.
Are they gonna start?
Oh, someone left. Oh, Zoop. Was he the one that mentioned the
No.
electricity?
No. Okay. Is that your turn, Chris?
Yeah.
Commoners. 5, 10, Yep, they're just all going for that exit. They're getting the fuck out of Dodge. As is fair.
Oh, Zoop's on a phone call.
Okay. This one at the back here does get struck by one of the guards, but she managed to hobble out. Okay. With that, I think that's all the commoners, or is there any more? Can anyone see? No, that's enough.
There's. Oh, Rip.
Wow, a lot of them died. Ripperoni. Okay, Chance.
Right, Chance is going to run up to old boy up here
Okay.
with his little short, sticky sword.
Oh,
Damn!
what is with you guys in crits?
I don't know. I've made 2 sword attacks this game so far, and
This
I've gotten
poor
2 crits.
Zupa with nothing. Fuck all of y'all. Okay, 9 damage. Okay, yeah. You
Not
rush
dead.
up and swing that
Nice.
blade down. And he is cleaved.
And that's 10 and 10,
That is 10 and 10.
so 15 and 15. Ha!
Okay. Is that all your turn, Chance?
Yes. I think I'm. No, I'm going to continue moving. Because, yeah.
Okay.
Get the hell out of here.
Get out of dodge. So Argo, again without saying the obvious, is going to attack the guy next to her. Good tasty damage, and she just clean tears his head off. The rapier itself seems to be just so sharp, even the sides are good enough to just rip a head off. And the head is torn off. Okay,
Welcome back.
green crit blade.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Oh wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Margot's gonna go there. Is there actually any swordsman? There is that one there. He's gonna go over toward good old lStalk. For the time being, I'm gonna count him as out of the initiative since all of the other ones are dead. Tresman.
Yep. Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead or dying.
So I'm just gonna move here and take a pot shot at this guy from behind. As well try.
That hits. Okay. So you draw back the bow and fire it just pierces into his chest a few inches. The guy recoils back a little. You can see his armor is like all tattered and torn after fighting so long. Anything else you want to do?
And I'm gonna move here. And if possible, try and clear the time trying to make a path.
Okay.
I'm
the
trying
moment-
to actually act like a guard.
It's like, go, 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 and everyone's just looking at you like, why are you wearing such a skimpy outfit? It's like, I'm a guard, shut up, I can do what I want.
Because it makes me more mobile. Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom.
You're not my real dad.
Yes, dear, I'm your mother, that's the point.
Oh boy.
It's not a phase, Mom.
I had a phase 5 years ago. I came out of it.
Liar.
It's not a phase, Mom. I'm a Shadow Kai now.
That's so relevant. Okay, let's get that. Sorry, I'll give you context for that in a second, but let me just check.
I mean, it's a Shadow me.
Terrible. 8 piercing, hey! Okay, this Birdle goes over here as he comes rushing over, sees you're in trouble with your sword wounds, rushing over with the short spear and just shoves the spear directly into this guy's chest, pins him to the ground, pulls it out, turns and looks at you, Christina, and says, "You okay? Things look
Yeah.
hairy."
We're doing
Yes,
alright, all
exactly.
things considered.
Relatively.
Come on, we better get out here before more of these birds show up.
Gonna take the step in front of you with the spear ready. Goes, "You go ahead. We'll try keep him back. Just keep safe."
Mm-hmm.
Cavaliers. And they're gonna just start a bum rush. Okay. They've got a lot of movement, however, they cannot jump through windows, because that would be too easy. And very scary. Okay. Zal. Oh wait, did they have? Oh, makes sense, never mind. Zal.
Yeah. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Just gonna stand there. Ready in action if someone comes in. Some of the bad guys come in range. And... Yeah. See to that the civilians get out.
Okay. Is that your turn then? Holding your action?
Holding my action.
Okay. Then the normals. Of course, the ones that are there are bomb rushing straight out. Okay, as they run, she has the movement. She does not have the movement. And I believe that is all okay, Snubbles and Catriona. She's just gonna continue walking and stops dead at the front door. Turns around, looks back, and waits. Alabaster looks forward to seeing her, turns around, sees the enemies, and just nods to Catriona. "My lady, I will do you one last final service. I will bring you the head of the prince. Run along now with Argyle. I'll see you soon, my lady." And then he kind of does a half bow. You see him trying to lower down to one knee, but he's really struggling and shaking, and he's holding onto his lance, keeping himself steady. He's like, "Oh god, this was a lot easier in my youth." Ugh. And then eventually stands back up, starts moving back in.
Oh no.
And as he moves in, he looks forward to all the bird lagoos. "Befouling traitors to the Queen. Come, give an old man a decent death, or at least a good fight. It's been a while since anyone was a match." And slams the bottom of his lance into the ground. And you see as he slams it into the ground, the bottom of the lance starts emitting this pure bright white light, and then it starts to coat around the entirety of his lance. And similar to Catriana's, it starts to turn into this mist emitting, but for him it's a grey lance that's consistently glowing and emitting a gentle mist. Not enough to cover vision, but it's constantly emanating. "I'm ready for you, foul children." And Bellion. Another battle goes. Okay, they're gonna start rushing forward, hearing the challenge. As in, these are mostly double dashing. And the villagers are going to start trying to strike at dear old man. Oof, oof, that was so close to being bad. I rolled an 8 in a natural 20 and an 18 in a natural 20 because it's put on advantage at the moment. So there could have been some scary attacks coming in. Of course, only the 18 hits because big old silvered plate armor. The old man gets a tiny chop of damage, which for him isn't that much. Okay, Christina.
Yep, using a vulnerary. Moving back.
Straight up 10 HP.
Yep. It's 9. And 5. And 20.
Yes, just a question step. Is this one just gonna stand there?
Ah, fair point. Thank you.
And that's it for now.
Okay. Chance.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, so since you've reached the exit, you are technically classed as out of the map.
I'm what?
You're technically out of the map since you've
Yep.
reached the exit. Oh, she's gonna run ahead toward Katrina. Tristan?
One final pot shot at a Birdman, if I can reach.
Go for it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, this one.
Eeny minute that.
Ew.
Nope.
Miss.
Flies right over.
And
Sadly, no pot shot today.
yeah. No, I have extra move, but I'm not going to move out just yet because there's still someone in there. Oh, 2 people in there. Leave.
Okay. Is that you for the time being?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the pikeman.
Trying to like call them out.
Okay, also wait, 2 people? Do you mean your the other players?
These.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I guess the 2 guards as well. Actually 3.
Oh yeah, no, the guards upon hearing Alabaster's like rallying speech, they're
Oh,
just
fair
like,
enough. I'll just
nope, we're gonna kill these motherfuckers.
call to the 2 then.
Okay. So, Zal and Christina, you are being shouted to run the fuck out of Dodge. You may leave straight up or not. Of course, it's better.
Yeah, with all my movement I have, I'm gonna be at the exit before you know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving because
It's a lot.
I have no
I can-
ranged attacks.
How
Using
how
my
much
action and
movement is
bonus action, I can move 90 feet
No.
with my action and bonus action.
it? Double dash.
It's gonna take me at least 2 turns to get out.
So, cavalry. Cavalry are gaining in. You guys can hear the stamping of the horses' hoofs on the ground all around the sides of the church.
Just the 20% off.
So
I just
Zal-
noticed I had a sheet for backup character.
Yep, just in case.
Nice. Glad to hear you have confidence.
Hey, no, this is just in case, because I mean, technically Christina could have died just there,
Yeah.
so it is a necessity. She gets up the map, and the nobles are free. Katriana. She's full movement, of course, so she's out. Alabaster still in. He is, of course, just gonna start wailing on bitches. Where am I? All the things to read. Okay. You guys, those of you that are still there, or those of you that can still see inside, all you hear is the sound of almost like thunder crack as this guy is swinging and piercing his lances into his foes and throttling them away. You'd think he wasn't a very old man, but he's actually very, very good at what he does. Okay. And Bellion. Okay, I'm just going to move the Lagoos around these guys, because obviously there's enough of them, and they see a singular foe at the moment. Christina, you may feel free to move yourself. So as they get swarmed, one more guard dies. The other guards are barely standing. Poor Alabaster himself is, I mean, still very healthy, but inevitably he will fall. Be it one person or another. He will make the ultimate sacrifice to save basically anybody, technically. Is that your turn, Christina?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Argo. She is also going to lead the map. Tristan.
Yep. One last pot shot.
As you're looking back,
Why not?
bow drawn at the shoot, you see the guards and Alabaster all just getting swarmed by these very agile fighters, leaping at them, swinging blades in every direction.
In hope that I can at least do something.
Yes.
Oh.
Nope. You fire and it just flies through the crowd. You hear
Damn
it
it.
tink 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 of something, but evidently it's not a person.
Not had much luck recently. I fired 6 arrows and hit 2 of them.
Hey, hey. Poor Zal over here is like getting 1s to damage, so
It's better to hit and do 1 damage than miss and do none.
you know what, that's fair.
Also, especially
Yeah.
since I'm using a resource.
But with the few you actually hit, you actually made more damage than I did, so.
Okay, so the pikemen, of course, they're gonna keep on attempting doing what they do. Okay, both hit, good. Okay, so all these bird boys are still relatively healthy. And the cavalry.
Bird boys, bird.
Bird boys, bird boys. Cavalry stomping.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when the bird boys come for you?
Run the fuck out of there. That's what you're gonna do.
Okay, so another birdman goes down to Alabaster. And Bellion. Christina, feel free to move yourself. I'm just going to deal with the bird boys. And of course, Tristan, you would also be out of the map on your turn. So
Mhm.
I'm going to consider that that's the map, unless you want to stick around. Do you want to do?
Take 1 more shot.
Yeah, take a final pot shot. Have you got the range?
Just got the range. Pew! Nope.
Nah. Pull the bow back.
6, 3, 1.
Pull the bow back and just you stress you stress it a little bit too much, and it just preemptively fires without you, and you see the shot just flying through the crowd. You can't see who it hits, but you're pretty sure it hit the wrong person.
No.
You're just
I
like,
prefer, I prefer to think it hit nobody.
You just hit. Ow! Okay, so as you guys all rush, you see Catriona and the gang, and you see the nobles and their assorted entourages there, as a few guards. They aren't anything great. They're just there. They carry a sword. And you see the commoners running and nobles jumping on their horses with their entourages and just scattering Catriona and Argol. Them two together are just walking off alone as essentially all of the guard they came with have been either killed or stayed behind to help you guys escape. As you know, Alabaster is still behind. You guys aren't sure of his fate as of yet, though you do know that Prince Bellion is a rightful heir in both skill and lineage. He is capable with a weapon. And as far as you guys saw last, Alabaster was swarmed. He was dealing with them, but numbers versus old age will eventually, at the very least, weigh him down enough where Bellion will probably take his life. But that's only an assumption at the moment. My phone is going off.
Which means in Snap term, you're gonna fight him later on.
I mean, maybe. You don't know me. Don't pretend you know me. Get out of here. Fucking know this guy.
No, you don't know me.
Just because he plays in my Wednesday game every week. God, you know me. Okay, so as you guys start walking off, you journey through a little forest. Let me get the assorted character sheets that are unrelated right now. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Alright, I will reveal the map in a moment. You guys rush through the forest. You notice that it is a very dense forest, and so the light is a bit on the dimmer side. It's not hard to see per se. It is about 6 PM by this point, but still.
I'm amongst my kind.
I'm just going to move everyone's characters over in a moment. As you guys are walking through the forest together, you see Catriona and Uggle walking together through the forest very slowly. Every now and again you see Catriona look back toward the cathedral and then look forward, head held high. And boop, 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 and boop. Let me just place them in and then I will be...
Let's see.
Okay. So, as each of you get here, you notice that all of the other civilians have all scattered off, and you see that the nobles, again, not caring, have just jumped on their horses and fled to their assorted destinations. It is just you four, Catriona and Argyle. As they're walking, you catch wind of their conversation, probably intentionally. Catriona saying aloud to Argyle, "So it went as I assumed. They, of course, sent even Prince Bellion. I never expected that much. Oh well. Dead ahead in Carver Canyon, we will meet up with the elite guard and return to the Dawnguard. From there we will plan to most likely prepare for war. I rather fear for Alabaster." And then she turns and looks at Argyle, who's currently got her hand over her mouth, yawning, just like, "Ooh." You seem high in spirits as always, Argyle dear. Yes, it's just that I really cannot be asked with this travelling, my lady. That canyon is such a bore. There's never any good fighters there. Please, if we ever do an excursion like this again, can we not, I don't know, go to the Golden Isles again? At the very least, the gladiators tried." And they kind of just continue as you guys are walking along. While walking along, gonna read that quick. because none of you should even see it yet. While you guys are walking along, you start to hear what sounds like rummaging through the forests around you. Everyone make a perception check.
No. Bam.
Yeah.
I love that everyone has a +1 to perception.
I guess Tristan.
I miss my druid. He has a +8.
Hello. So Tristan and
True that.
Chris, you two, as you're walking along, you do hear the sounds of not heavy. It sounds like very familiar weighted armor. And as you look around, you scan the areas, you see a couple of pikemen start to make their way out of the trees as soon as they see Catriona. And they start to, one by one, start walking out. You see a couple of them were hidden. Some of them very poorly, but they were hidden. You hear the metal clanging gently. As they start coming up from the trees, Catriona moves forward to see them all and looks at the numbers. Why so few of you? This will have to do. Where is Lady Boar? Is she among you? Yes, ma'am. She wanted a grand, and then as soon as he attempts to say the word entrance, you guys hear, ta-da! And then you see this little puff of magical smoke emit directly from over here. And those of you with the good perception, you see from this tree over here, a small orb is thrown toward that area, so you assume whatever or whoever this is, they're coming from that tree. The orb is smashed against this ground and it's a sparkly smoke bomb. And this little lady appears. And she appears posing, her hand on her chin, her head turned to the side. She's got a staff held in the other arm, and she's kind of just standing there as if she was there the whole time, just with a slight smirk. Didn't see me, did ya?
If relief.
You didn't see me, did you? The magnificent Justin Boar is here. I hope you're all ready, because I am the best cleric you'll ever find. And, I mean, Lady Catriona kind of, I mean, whatever, but I'm at least second best, I suppose? There's no one better than us. That's my point. So, you guys should be able to see Dawnguard underneath characters in the characters area. You will be able to see Justine Boar. We'll also share a couple of others.
Fire!
What, sorry?
He has a cost.
What, sorry?
She's 22G. It's the first
Actually,
thing on her
that's just the gold she's got on her.
Oh.
Okay. There is also Madame de Catriona. Okay. Revealing them all as I get hold of them.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh yes. I thank you. I will also reveal for some of you, which actually I think might be all of you, because I'm pretty sure you all, yeah, you all to some degree witnessed Catriona's rampage. Enjoy the image of White Dragon, Catriona.
Neat.
Also Alabaster 9. Yes, so as she appears, all spectacular and glowing, she looks over to each of you, starts strutting forward, one foot, one heel in front of the other. She has a small entourage of barely armored men. They are her battalion, and they're walking beside her and in front of her, like pointing toward her every step she takes. And it's kind of like it's a catwalk show for her. She's stepping forward. She's really putting each step into a full view, just making sure everyone watches. And you see the poor short spear men just kind of sighing as she's walking forward. So I see we have new recruits, or are these just filthy commoners? I mean, not that, obviously.
Chance like raises his hand slowly and says, "Filthy common."
She goes, I appreciate your honesty.
Which Christina just sighs a little bit.
Yeah, there's just another hand raised with, used to be commoner, now low-ranking guard. Chuckle and a neck scratch.
She kind of immediately like ignores her current demeanor of, look at me, I'm so fabulous, I must put every effort into every step, and just starts racing over to you and Christine, and just takes both of your hands in hers and just like, you're both so pretty.
Just a look of, oh no, on her face.
Yeah, there's just a not sure how to respond.
Hello there.
She actually stands around about 5'3", by the way. She's very tiny. She's just looking up at the pair of you.
She's 2 foot tall, 2 foot shorter than me. I'm 7'3".
I forgot Shatterkai are freaking tall.
Not actually Shadowkai. I'm a drow.
Drow boys.
Elves in general.
Takes both of your hands, just kind of looking you up and down. It's like, it's so rare we get to see females in the Dawnguard, or at least in the armed guard, anyway. I mean, Argyl's kind of a bore, but it's funny because my name's Bore. It's you get it. I don't need to tell you. So are you joining us? Are you coming to Carver Canyon?
Well, I suppose I don't have much of a choice now, do I? Of course I'm going to help.
Well, I mean, it was kind of rhetorical. You kind of work for us. And then she smiles very sadistically, almost.
Just like, looks like about to speak. Knows the type with this girl. It's like just, it depends on things. She just looks towards the other two as well to hear their input.
Catriona has quite a gleaming smile at the moment as she's watching Justine play around with you guys.
And once again, Chance just like slowly raises his arm. It's like, I would not like to work for you.
Justine immediately rushes over, puts a finger to your lips. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. You get health benefits, also known as I heal you when you get hurt. Also a lollipop. And she pulls out a lollipop from beneath her. She's kind of like got a jacket armor. It's like, it looks very loose. It's like leather. She pulls it out from the inside of that and pulls off a wrapper and just pokes it against your mouth.
Just very slightly reluctantly accept.
Yeah, Chance like takes half
the best option he has.
Back.
He goes, oh, you're shy too. Oh, I like the shy ones. Okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to Lady Catriona, and you guys don't go anywhere that isn't within 100 feet, or I will probably tell Argyll to kill you. Okay? She gives a thumbs up to all of you.
And Chance like nods.
Oh boy, of all the situations to get dragged into.
So she runs over to Argyll and Catriona. You do catch the conversation because they are literally less than like 20 feet. And they start talking about how each other is doing, and well, maybe this isn't really the time to be talking about it. At the very least, we could all walk together toward the canyon.
Yeah, and I'll like motion everyone towards me a little bit, like the four
Mhm.
Yeah.
the not dragon party over here. Mine
mean,
plus one
I
plus
mean-
one dragon.
+1 dragon. Okay, Catriona comes over. Hi, what did you say? What's up?
The not obvious part of the church group.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
So
We seem to be the outcasts here, and perhaps we should kind of stick together here. Probably in our best interests, seeing as how that small group over there has murdered thousands of people over the past 10 years. Probably not in our best interests to get involved.
That's very true.
There's just a disapproving glare.
but at the same time, what do you think we should do instead, if not go with the more secure group of the matter? Isn't like we can just turn around, waltz back to the church and say, "Hey, sorry for killing you all."
I mean, I very much can, considering it's my job and all. You're not welcome to leave, but I've got a duty to do.
Yeah, I was killing people that were trying to stab me, and other than that, I just kind of did. I don't think they'll have a problem with me coming back.
I mean, I'm more concerned about the entire situation as a whole. Just thinking of how out of the loop she genuinely is, information-wise.
If there's a general question your character would want to know, by the way, just feel free to ask. If it's something that you would actually know, I'll tell you straight. Or make you do a check, either way, same as always.
It's just more the fact of, like, the whole murdered thousands of people comment. It's like, over the past 10 years, like, in character doesn't really understand what he means by that.
But
Yeah, that's the point. How
The-
much would someone from the Dusk Alliance know about the Dawnguard?
Ask a question, I'll give you an answer.
Like rankings and stuff like that for guards and the like.
It's more or less, as long as it's not touching nobility, guards and all that, it's the same as always as it would be in any social or military situation. Like, you've got privates, you've got lieutenants, blah blah blah, generals, blah blah blah. Guards are, depending on where they're stationed, underpaid. In the Dusk Alliance, if you're loyal and you can prove it, typically you'll probably get stationed with someone noble that will very much likely be abusing their power, but, you know, again, it depends on where you are stationed.
So
yeah.
Dresden's probably just a private then.
I'm guessing these ladies are from Dawnguard.
Yes.
And have been, like, pretty high up for a while.
At the very least, you have all heard of the Boar family name. B-O-U-R, by the way. The Boar family is technically they're a branded family. They have a crest. All the way back since the beginning of the creation of Dawnguard itself, the Boar family has been one of the loyal retainers to Catriona. They are they're very strange people, as you've noticed. They're very out there.
Money does weird things to people.
Oh yeah, but they make amazing clerics. They have been saints in Catriana's, not religion, but what people have made of her as a religion. They are saints, they are bishops. They're quite literally the cleric class in a nutshell. Very high tier.
How much do I actually know about these people in general and what they're about?
For all you would all know the following: Argyle is the right hand to Catriona. She was orphaned at a young age. The story about that is held in secrecy, so none of you know. But Catriona looked after her during, well, her whole life essentially. She taught her how to use a sword, and it turned out she had good skills in it. So she became very well versed in using the rapier, and became quite a brutal killer. However, there's a rumor that Argyle is the daughter of Catriona, but there's no real basis on that, only because her actual origins are shrouded in mystery, and that Catriona is just picking her up one day is a bit weird.
Yeah, I think well versed is a bit of an understatement considering what we saw.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if you actually get her interested in a fight in question. Still.
Catriona herself, of course, you know she's lived for ages upon ages. She's an ancient white dragon. She takes, of course, she's a Laguz as well. She takes on predominantly the form of a human woman, standing around about 6'4". She's pretty powerful, as you can tell. She has the power of a saint, as well as pretty decent fighter skills, but for a literal sense, she's a saint. And Justine Bohr, she is the heir to the Bohr family's lineage, and she has a family heirloom on her person at all times. The staff that she wields is called Glenya. It's passed down to each succeeding member. So, any other questions, my dudes?
Well, essentially, it's more of a question to the one saying we can just why don't we just go? It's like, okay, where do you think we should go then? Since, well, just like the comment of, if you try and leave, I'll have her kill you. So kind of just hanging there.
Yeah, like anywhere but here. They aren't going to actually kill us. We know nothing. They're gonna go back to their castle. All we need to do is thank you for the help. We'll be on our way.
You guys, as you're sitting here, you hear the stampeding of the cavalry. It sounds not like it's getting close exactly, but there is a force gathering behind you. So whatever you decide to do, it has to be quick.
Okay, looks like decision time, so...
The one with the cavalry, that was the Prince of Dawnguard, right?
Dusk.
No, he was the Prince of the Dusk Alliance.
Okay, the Dusk Alliance.
Yep.
Okay, dope. Yeah, my vote is to go with them. Maybe not work for them, because I don't like working for other people than myself.
Yeah, I mean, one of your group does work for them, so...
Essentially what I'm hearing is, for the moment, it seems like the majority of us are thinking, let's at least get away from here, go with them to wherever they're going, and then probably part ways.
Yeah, see, I've got a bit of a moral dilemma considering the guy I'm supposed to be a guard for.
I have a moral dilemma because I want to kill that dragon.
Just kind of cut out. I just heard nothing.
The dragon destroyed towns and castles and shit during the war. I am a result of that.
Oh.
There are some begrudging feelings.
Yes. It's unfortunate, but I mean, war's done a lot of things to each other. to a
As you
lot.
guys
I mean,
have
this isn't in
conversation-
character. This
Oh.
is just like
Okay, there we go.
Uh,
There we go. Carry on.
Let's see. Who's the draw elf?
That would be me.
Yeah. I just walk up to you and put a hand on your shoulder and like, yeah, I know what you. I'm on the same page. That dragon needs to go.
that
wasn't-
was
That
Adel.
wasn't me that mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
The one saying about guarding the dragon.
Oh, okay.
So
thought it
probably not
the
gonna
other way
say that
around.
to me.
I agree. We should kill the dragon, but I was saying it exactly. Let's kill it.
Yeah. Then I can walk up to the one that said it. I haven't learned who's who yet. I know who's
Chance.
who. Crossface, but yeah.
Will this help any?
I'm just saying, if we make a decision, we need to at least try and stick together a little bit. And I have my issues with Dusk, but that was the war. Bad things happened during then.
Chance will nod to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we work with Lady Katarina outright. I'm saying at most we travel with her, get out of here, or get out of this situation for now, and we discuss things once we're fully in a spot of safety.
As
Yeah.
you're saying all that, Katriana quite evidently looking at all of you now. Justine and Argyle kind of just talking away. Katriana just gently moves between them and walks over to just 5 feet in front of all of them. You know, if you so choose to follow or not, all I can add as input is that by my side no injury will be grave enough to take you from us. I will never apologize for my actions. However, should you have any grievances, I first ask you to travel this land a little. Go to the dusk, come to the dawn, meet the Lagoos. Should you find I'm still truly guilty of such a war crime that I'm worth being killed and millions being left in mental ruination, you may come to my cathedral deep in the Dawnguard, and I will show you the one thing in this world that can take me from it. If that's,
No, I'm not.
if that
Sorry.
so pleases you. Sorry, now you can talk.
I'm not a fan of killing royalty, so whether these lot change their minds or not, I'm staying here.
She looks you all up and down. I can see something in all of you. None of you truly were meant to have fallen to the circumstances I assume I inevitably caused you. But nonetheless, I give you this one chance, just a fraction of a chance, that you may unbind fate itself. Never mind me, I talk a little when I see passion and experience. Please, come with us at least to the end of Carver Canyon, where it will be safe. From there you may decide to stay or go. I just wish for no more blood of my people or another. Whether you believe it to be true or not is up to you. And then she slowly turns around, starts walking back.
Yeah, Tristan's just gonna nod when she's talking. A little bit,
Shame.
and then turn around to the group. So we've got our option. Should
I'm
we
at
at least
least
stay to the end, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
I'm at
I'm
least
with
willing
you.
to hear her out.
As you guys are having a little chat, you see Justine trying to shove a lollipop in Catriana's face, but she's not tall enough. And Catriana's kind of just like easily blocking her with one hand.
It's just like, no,
It's like,
no, no, no.
no.
It was cute
no.
the first 20,000 times, not anymore.
And Chance will just be scowling and be like, pretty words, that's all they are.
Pretty words, they may be, but at the same time, how do you know if they'll ever be more than just hollow if you don't give someone a chance, kid? It's the one reason why I'm not as pissed at the dusk as I should be. Not everyone's bad, not everyone's good.
You gotta
There
be
ain't no
one or
such
the
thing
other.
as good.
Yeah, you gotta be one or the.
Well, that's the thing. To some, one is one, the other's the other.
Yep, there's no such thing as right and wrong. It's all this gray, wavy line.
You guys don't make any sense. She burned thousands of people alive.
Yes,
She's evil. She's bad.
and the dusk captured me and tried to use me as a weapon of war.
And the people in there were just fighting for what they believe is right. And yet we still kill them.
They were wrong.
See how that makes you look evil?
How does it
Great
make me
lie.
evil?
So,
Well, you're the one who has an issue with her, and yet you're saying the people in there who were trying to kill her are wrong.
I don't even know those people. How could I say they were wrong or right?
That's the point. We never know till we know all the answers. And that's something
You
that
don't
can't
need to know.
happen.
You're never gonna know all the answers, so it's best to just give and take, case by case basis.
Make no sense.
as you guys are having the conversation, you hear a stampede almost. And as you turn around and look, whatever was happening in the church, they're coming your direction.
Either
But-
way,
But we'll go to the next town. Let's go.
I was about to say either way. I think this
Either
is
way, I
enough
think it doesn't matter right now,
conversation.
man.
I don't think you got a choice in the matter right about now. So, come on,
Yeah.
it's either this or you die.
Yeah, Chance will like look back to you, and then look back again, and look back to you again, all with this scowl on his face.
Dang it.
Fuck.
And it's just like exit stage left.
So, as you guys all start to rush together, even Catriona is kind of making a swift step at this point. You see a couple of the guards start to disperse amongst the trees and resecure their trapping area. You see, now that you're walking along, the guards lead you into proper paths, as it seems to me they've laid some traps. Nothing great, it seems they didn't have much time to do this, but they did have time for this, which is weird. Anyway, they lead you over the traps and toward the canyon. You guys are running for at least a good 20 minutes. You here, there, and everywhere have to duck between trees and kind of hide under very shaded areas as you hear cavalrymen start charging around you.
Yep.
You just barely miss the majority of them, though they are still in the area. You'll quietly keep moving forward. And eventually the tree line starts to get a little bit more sparse, and you see a large, what looks like mountain at first. As you move toward it, there is a giant, craggy opening in the center. You guys start walking forward together. As you walk toward it, you smell like sulfur and just fire, and it smells, if you could put it into words, like a volcano. However, welcome to the map.
Yay, more maps.
More
Ah.
maps.
This one's blurry for the moment.
It is.
Nope.
No, I think it
Nothing
might
for
just
me.
be the maps loading for me still.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks a bit blurry for me as well.
it'll load.
Yeah. No, I think almost positive it's just an enlarged map without good pixels.
I mean,
Like it's a small image.
it looks.
Gross.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'll send you the print screen without any spoilers.
I mean, that works.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. That's
Oh, sweet.
it's
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
that's
that
like 4 pixels a tile here.
That shouldn't be how it looks right now. That's weird.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Enjoy the 3
Oh.
seconds. Yeah, that's how it should
Okay, yeah.
be.
Then I'm not.
Just might be our computers, Len.
Something lost in translation over Roll20 probably.
Refresh?
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try because I mean, I
refresh.
just like this is a backup laptop, essentially a MacBook Air that I had to update yesterday, like OS wise.
No, same thing.
Okay, I think it's just Roll20's map being screwy.
That's
I
weird.
agree.
Either that, or you
I
just have a better computer.
refreshed
Nah,
and
it's
it's
not
still
the
trying to
computer.
do it.
My computer's pretty damn good.
I think it's just Roll20 being Roll20, being a
Yeah.
complete dick as
It could
always.
be.
Does that
Yay,
change?
Take us off of the map and bring us back.
Okay.
I see it perfectly.
How about now?
Yeah. No, still the same thing. I don't know.
I mean, it'll be okay. Worst case, I get a little bit dizzy.
Worst case, I don't know where I'm going.
1 minute, let me do the fun of erasing it and placing it. I don't know. Maybe it'll load.
Nope.
It's still loaded in as blurry for me.
I don't know.
That's awkward. We'll just have to deal with this for now, which I'm gonna have to figure out why that is. As far as I can see, there's nothing that would make it that way. Okay, well, yeah. Here we are, my dudes. As you get here, you can smell volcano. Or at least lava. You can see the air itself is it's getting a little bit not sparse, but it's a little rougher to breathe in here. Getting a little bit warmer, etc. What would everyone like to do?
Yeah. Well.
Just sniff.
This feels a little bit reminiscent.
Can't say I've ever smelled something like this before.
Yeah. Us. Yeah, from what I know, like, Red, some of us enjoy environments more like this. Oh, Zoop, we're moving.
Oh, you're
Moving quickly.
Okay, so
Someone
as
has
you
been
guys-
left behind.
So you guys get to this corner. They all get into a sort of, not sneaky position, but they sit by the staircase. Seemingly, they haven't been seen yet by the guy at the end. Who seems to be just not dozing off, but is the worst possible guard you could ever have. So, what's tone? Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Look around, see if I can see why they're trying to hide, or like stay at the sides.
Which Christina will just see that you're trying to see and just whisper, "There's a guy over there who's not paying attention at all. He looks similar to the ones from the church."
Oh, great.
Oh, that's not any fun.
It just means they expected this.
What the hell was that?
That was my That was my father being a smartass.
It's a beautiful noise.
Just
Chance turns around. Shut that dog up! You're gonna get us hurt.
Okay.
So, any of you actually think you can take a shot on him?
I mean, I can take a shot, and I can't say I'll do too much to him. I haven't had too much.
I
luck
can
with
try to
getting
I can
still
try
shot.
to sneak up on.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be our best bet.
Yeah,
Try
that
to
may
sneak
work
up on him.
better.
Try to get the surprise. Because if they
I-
raise an alarm, there's probably more near.
Yeah, I can try to see. Now you see me, now you don't.
So gonna try stuff up.
Yeah, I can try.
I'll go with them. Not bad.
Not too bad.
Pretty good.
You take one guard, I'll take the other. Neither of us will kill ours.
I'm just gonna prepare my bow for whenever one of them gets gone on.
Is this a bridge or is it?
Yeah, what is this tiling here?
Mass.
I think that is a bridge.
It's
I'm assuming
technically
these
a
are
bridge.
I'm assuming these are mountains and we
They
can
are.
climb down, perhaps.
You have to climb up to climb over.
Oh,
This is
so they're above.
ruins.
So the guards are above us?
Technically they're behind the wall. There should actually be a wall there.
Okay, so they're above and below, technically, because you have to go above the mountain and below to get to them.
If
That's
you go
fine.
straight through here, you can get around to them.
Oh, but there's another guard over here too. Like this is not going to be a sneak in and kill two guards.
From the actually 1 minute. Yeah, to be fair, you shouldn't even see over that mountain if it helps.
Gotcha. So yeah, we don't see those two guards. We do see this one up here.
Yeah.
That's the one that's like sleeping on duty.
Seems as much, yeah. He's very much awake, but he's not paying any attention.
Yeah. Is he looking across the bridge, or is he just kind of like?
He's kind of just looking forward, which for him is down.
Oh, yeah. We couldn't really sneak up on him. We could try to rush him, and hopefully he doesn't take off or scream. But that seems like a pretty bad idea. So I say we form up and just move forward. If we have to go through him, unless you guys know of a way around.
I guess go through.
Speaking to the Dawnguard folk.
Other than
I can get to him and get a hit in, but it won't be a sneak attack.
I can prepare a shot as well. Probably, if I can get to a point where I can see it.
Can I just try to see if I can like visibly investigate this bridge to see if there's anything
you
weird
risk
about it?
losing your stealth. But you can if you
Just
want.
by looking?
That's perception, my dude.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Because I just want to
Snap.
see if
Mm-hmm.
I can see anything weird about it.
I ask, what's their names? Justine and Catriana and them if they know of a way around this so we can avoid the guards altogether, or...
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Other than with flying units, no.
So our best bet's probably to form up and just push through, because
Essentially, yes.
So
we're not gonna sneak up to this guy. Like he's not paying
if
attention.
if he's standing down beneath the stairs, he would actually not maybe see on top of the bridge so we could get pretty sneaky close to him and then
From
jump
where you are
there.
at the moment, looking at him, he is looking this direction, downward.
Oh, okay. Then hell yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna sneak up on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak. Did my perception say anything about the bridge, or is it just does it look?
It's just
Like
a
nothing.
very fucking old bridge. Very fucking old.
Oh. Okay. Then we're gonna sneak, I think.
Sneak to the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Sneak forward. Light step by light step.
Yeah, this guy is completely blind. He's even starting to fall asleep where he's standing. So.
I'm going to get like right behind him, and as soon as I see more people around the corner.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck it. Try to take this guy out at least, and then run back to protection.
Stab.
Stabby stab.
Oh
That
my
misses.
fucking god. Is it the advantage?
Nope.
Since he didn't see us?
Oh yeah, actually it would be.
So would an 11 hit him?
That would hit, yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
10 damage.
4.
Nice 0.
You imagine punching him, but you don't actually go through with it. You're just too lost in the idea of a KO punch.
Oof.
Just imagine Shoryukening him.
Shoryuken.
Shoryuken!
Okay, of
And
course,
the
a
big
pitch
slap
slap.
misses.
Whiff. Okay. So he takes a total of 4 piercing from your barrage of attacks.
10.
10.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I saw 4 on its own. I was like, what? Okay, he is still just barely
Nice.
alive.
-2.
And then I'm assuming initiative.
No, we are actually going to do initiative next week.
Ah,
Oh.
I was going to ask that relatively soon, like how long
Oh,
is it
yeah.
gonna last, but I got a game coming up in like 45 minutes, so
Yeah, and I need to go to bed so I can wake up for work tomorrow.
Do
yes, you should do that.
Same.
Also, just remind everyone, do remember that we actually got 20 XP for clearing that one map.
Yeah.
Yep.